Kickstarter thing, right?
Oh, the JRPG.
Yeah. But they see this side. This side, I know a lot of people didn't.
They didn't read. They didn't understand what the guy's trying to say.
Or they didn't support the
Yeah.
Kickstarter, because even before, like the campaign when it kickstarted, he was saying that he wanted the game to be on multiple platforms.
Yeah.
So when he went to like a publisher, they got turned down by a lot of them.
But that's like one. You can't go to especially a first party publisher, and ask to support your game, but then think they're not gonna ask for exclusivity. Like they gotta get something out of it too. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is,
the first statement he said, it was like, yeah, publishers turned us down because we wanted to put the game on multiple platform. That was the campaign. I think that's the reason why PlayStation turned it down, because look, there's many RPGs that they are having exclusive, and these people thinking like, yo, PlayStation's not putting money towards these games. These are default exclusives, but Nintendo is Nintendo is specifically developing, or not developing. They're specifically publishing certain games that was on their platform prior.
yeah,
You can't bring up Live Alive. That was already on Nintendo's platform prior. So they're gonna shell out the money to get that game in there again. It's no different than other PlayStation games that was on there prior. They're gonna put money towards those games to get it on their exclusive on their platform.
yeah. So that's why I was trying to make a point. That what the developer's saying that is true. So there's two truths can be said at once, but it could mix some things up. Is it true that JRPGs are becoming more popular? That is true. But what is also true is the new JRPGs. Is it true that JRPGs are rising in popularity? That is a true statement. But is it also true that the new JRPGs are not as popular? Two truths. Those are both true statements. And the reason why is, if you notice, the ones that are popular or that are successful, it's the ones that already established themselves. Tales been around forever. Persona's been around since PlayStation 1. Final Fantasy, that goes without saying. Dragon Quest, Monster Hunter, Pokemon. Almost every JRPG that is successful over the last couple of years isn't a brand new IP. It isn't. Yeah. It's people, and I could say maybe it's because of, and this is probably why things like Game Share is great, playthroughs, right? Because Persona's been around, let's say like Persona. Persona's been around since PS1. So why is now Persona getting bigger and more popular? Well, it's because of, in my opinion, Game Share. People put their PS5 share and stuff like that. You scroll through Twitter, you say, oh, let me check out this video. Like, oh, snap, I never knew.
The word of mouth is much stronger.
Yo, word of mouth this gen or over the last couple of years is huge, right? Because these games been around for a while, right? But now all of a sudden, like Tales, people be like, yo, this game is dope. This is like the 4th, 5th, 6th entry of Tales, but because of PS5 share or PS4 share or Xbox share or, all these game shares, people are now seeing games and they're like, wait a minute, this looks dope. And they're seeing people play it, right? But those are established franchise. Like Neo Automata is also established franchise, right? But the new, like for example, Scarlet Nexus, right? That's from Bandai Namco. It's a new JRPG. But it sold 1 million copies across 5 platforms. So while for Bandai Namco that might be cool, but for something like, let's say, Nintendo or maybe Sony, that might be like, might be something we might not want to invest in. You understand what I'm saying? If it took 5 platforms to sell 1 million copies, imagine if it was only on one platform. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what
with the original Arm Fantasia thing. My whole statement in the beginning was like, yo, why PlayStation did publish this game? These are the creators of a PlayStation IP. You know what I mean? And the reason why it's an IP, it's not a PlayStation studio, but it's an IP because PlayStation owned the publishing rights and that they own the game.
Yeah.
The thing is, with this game, Arm Fantasia, they wasn't trying to do what they did with like Wild Arms, which, if people were supporting this game, they should have known what the developer stance already was, is that they wanted to put this game on multiple platforms, and that was it.
No.
You know what I mean? PlayStation, you already know, is not going to really do that if they publish something. Look at a game like Stellar Blade. that's a game that they're publishing, but guess what? There's exclusive rights to it. It's a console exclusive. Yeah. And I mean, originally Stellar Blade was supposed to be coming to Xbox and all that. It's not anymore because that's how PlayStation do their deals, and that was against what the developers wanted in that Kickstarter.
Yeah. Right now, some people see there's like a huge confusion, right? Some people think like the days of a company focusing on their consoles over simply because Microsoft said so. Like, nah, y'all better wake the hell up. Sony and Nintendo are about that console life. You understand what I'm saying? Exactly. Just like even with Microsoft, right? Sure, they're talking about, Game Pass and play anywhere you want. When you look at it realistically, right now, the Xbox Series S and the Series X are the most important device in Microsoft's overall plan for now and for the next couple of years. Because those two devices, right? We'll just say the Xbox console is the only device in the Xbox ecosystem that caters to all the revenue that they make. Meaning first-party sales, Game Pass subscriptions, Xbox Live Gold, third-party sales, money transactions, and peripherals. No other device covers all of that. Now, people can say, well, what about PC? All right, PC covers first-party sales. All right, covers Game Pass subscriptions. Okay, it doesn't cover Gold because PC is free online, so scratch that off. Third-party sales, for the most part, nope, because most third-party sales goes to Steam. So Valve gets the moolah, the chinchito, the dinero, the bread, the cheese. You know what I'm saying? Money comes, money goes. That's all Steam. So Microsoft barely makes money off of third-party sales unless somebody's using the Microsoft Store. Who's using the Microsoft Store? Ain't nobody really buying games with the Microsoft Store. All of that stuff, right? And as far as money transactions go, they don't make a lot on PC either because take, for example, Fortnite. On the Xbox console, Microsoft makes money transaction add-on revenue on their console. But if you play Fortnite on PC, that's through the Epic Game Store. So Epic gets all that money. Microsoft doesn't see any of that. You know what I'm saying? If you convert to xCloud, the only games that work on xCloud is the games that are xCloud enabled. So there's a lot of third-party games out on there. Hell, there's games on Game Pass that doesn't even work on xCloud. So that doesn't completely provide all the revenue that Xbox will get. Right now, their console is their only device that actually is at the center of all revenue streams. All of it, right? So right now, consoles is important. Microsoft needs console sales to grow their subscriptions, to make game sale revenue, MTX revenue, Xbox Live Gold revenue for the people who don't want to be on Game Pass. They need it all, and right now, their console is the only one that do it. I'm sure what they're trying to do is free themselves from that, but that's going to be a work in progress that probably won't happen for years and years and years. It's going to take them a while to build that, right? So, the main thing with Sony, I say all that to say this, Sony, PlayStation, and Nintendo is all about the console sales. They're all about the exclusives. They're all about getting people to go on their console because that is at their heart of every single revenue stream that they make. So if you go to Sony, say, hey, can you fund our game? You got to know Sony's first thing is going to say, what's in it for us? And I ain't trying to hear, where gamers win, Sony, I'm going to tell every community now, Sony has not pushed the same message Phil has. So don't try to box them in into thinking they're doing what Phil does. Sony does not care about every single gamer in the world. They care about specifically PlayStation gamers.
If you listen to Jim Ryan, that's exactly what he was saying.
PlayStation gamers. They are catering to their core audience. Nintendo caters to their core audience, which is Nintendo. If you don't mess with Nintendo, they don't care about you. Oh, Nintendo, I play on PC and the games run. Nintendo's like, who you, son? I know you? I don't know you. You bought a Switch? Yes or no? Well, no, I didn't buy a Switch. And they go. Shoot, bitch, be gone. They're going to spray bitch be gone on you. Go ahead and go to Nintendo, complain to them, and you didn't buy their Switch. They're going to take out that can of bitch be gone, and they're just going to spray you on it. That's it. They ain't trying to hit. Get out of here. Like, your voice don't matter in this conversation. Did you buy a Switch? Are you subscribed to Nintendo stuff? Do you buy Nintendo games? That's the first question I'm going to ask. If you say no, they don't care. Go away. They're not concerned with you. You know what I'm saying? Sony partially is the same way. They ain't trying to hear it unless you get PlayStation stuff. You're the core audience, right? So if you're a publisher, or developer asking Nintendo or Sony, hey, can you do this for us? Sony, at best case scenario for the publisher or developer, they'll say, we'll allow PC. PlayStation PC, I think they're apt for that. I think they're cool with that because they demonstrated. But if you try to come with them and include Nintendo and Xbox, they're going to be like, son, who you, bro? Who you, what? Get out of here. You trying to share my wife? What? You think she's for the street? You think PlayStation for the streets? Like, they're not trying to hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Their business philosophy is just different. And they can't accept that because Microsoft, their biggest competitor, is doing something different in how they present their business. But
yeah,
it is what it is. Like, a lot of people just gotta. A lot of people, they're very nitpicky as far as what PlayStation supports and what PlayStation publishes.
Yeah,
and they will be quiet about that. But one game pops up, especially this game, like it's ARMS, Fantasia, and all that stuff. I'm a big Wild Arms fan. I love Wild Arms.
I mean, yeah.
You know what I mean, so yeah. I was very disappointed not seeing PlayStation offer that jump, but yeah, you can't blame them.
And the game's still coming to PlayStation anyway, right?
Yeah, well, they haven't said what platforms yet, but I'm pretty sure it is going to come there because they want to bring it to all platforms.
Yeah,
you can't blame PlayStation because they have a certain philosophy on how they conduct business, and they say, "Oh, PlayStation not supporting Japanese developers." When you see a whole bunch of Japanese games being published by PlayStation.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't know about them, but Valkyrie Elysium, about to play, Forspoken, Final Fantasy 16, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. You know what I'm saying?
The new wave is, PlayStation didn't help develop that game or publish that game.
I don't give a shit.
That's the new wave.
Listen, you can say what you want, just get me the game. I don't care how you do it. And listen, the end result is
it's a wrong statement.
I don't give a shit.
It's no different. If PlayStation didn't do anything to get that game exclusively on there, you know what I mean, it wouldn't be exclusively on there. We see Square Enix put games that was exclusive to PlayStation in the past that now they're on multiple platforms. Look at a game like Crisis Core, Valkyrie Elysium, that is synonymous with PlayStation. You know what I mean, that's where it started. I'm pretty sure PlayStation, some deal was brokered to get that game on there. They're not just as public like Nintendo, because Nintendo, if you look at all the Nintendo Japanese games that are catered or they're publishing to have it on their platform, those are older Nintendo games. Like I see people bringing up the Live Alive joint, right? And I'm just like, yo, it makes common sense for Nintendo to pay out and make that game develop because it fits their Switch portfolio as a handheld hybrid type game. It's cheap to create, you know what I mean, and it was already a Nintendo established type game. You know what I mean? Like, Nintendo ain't shelling out buku bucks for a game like that to be on their platform exclusively. Not.
Yeah. I'm just saying, But again, I don't want people to think that I'm not trying to get Sony or ask Sony to get more JRPGs. I completely, that's like PlayStation bread and butter. Like, in my opinion, PlayStation really put JRPGs as a genre onto the map. You know what I mean? Like because I played on Super Nintendo Final Fantasy 3, Dragon Quest, Breath of Fire. But it always seemed like, as a gamer, JRPGs was like the niche crowd. Because even then, like, back in the days, gamers was like a small clique. But even in the small clique, it was like the Double Dragons, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, Metroid, Zelda, Sonic, Altered Beast, Hang On, Tommy the Sword of Baseball. It was those games everybody was talking about. But when you try to bring up Final Fantasy, they're like, oh, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like if you were a JRPG gamer, you were like the niche of the niche. You know what I'm saying? Like, you were already a small crowd as a gamer, but if you were a JRPG gamer, in America at least, man, you really, when I mention games like, Phantasy Star, Shining in the Darkness, Shining Force, everybody's like, what the fuck is you talking about? Let's play Baseball Stars or Double Dribble or Tecmo Bowl. So it's kind of like the environment we have now. You got the Call of Duty gamers, the Madden gamers, 2Ks. Well, that, to me, those type of gamers always existed. But back then, they were Double Dribble, hockey. You know what I mean? You remember those games? Buster Douglas boxing, Joe Montana football. You know what I mean? Like the common altered beast.
Dribble.
Yeah, Bubble Bibble, right? It didn't even Bubble Bibble. You know those games. Like every time you go to house, let's play Tecmo Bowl. Like Tecmo Bowl was like the Madden of back then, right? Or the hockey game. Like I didn't even play hockey, but we played the shit out of the hockey, you know. But it was those games and stuff like that that was so common that everybody was playing. Double Dragon, you know, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and all that stuff. But a game like Final...
People got to understand, too, P-Rod, that the JRPG genre has evolved tremendously.
Yes.
It's not just the anime-looking type game no more.
Yeah.
It's not just the turn-based type game no more.
Yeah.
There's a lot of action JRPGs that's out here that looks realistic, that looks beautiful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That PlayStation also, you know, funds.
Help encourage.
When you bring that up, they quickly be like, oh no, I'm talking about anime looking JRPG. I'm like, yo, your whole statement saying that they don't support Japanese games, but then here at the State of Play focus on Japanese games, you see one of them that they actually are publishing, and that's the Rise to the Ronin. I'm pretty sure people go, oh, but no, I mean the anime looking one. You know what I mean? It's like, yo,
they want the niches of the niche. You got to support the niches of the niche, or you're not supporting at all. Shout out to Danny Stapp. He said Blades of Steel. I remember that one because in that one you were able to fight, and that was like a big deal. Like the hockey players were able to fight and stuff like that. But
you see those smaller Nintendo, you see those smaller JRPGs in Nintendo because like I said, it fits that Switch profile. It's low powered. It doesn't take that much to run. It can easily run on the Switch, and it's a handheld type game. But you know what's funny? The same type of game be on PlayStation. I can list off games that I have right now that I didn't boot them up yet because this is a whole busy joint. That is dark classic JRPG games, but nobody mentioned them on PlayStation because Nintendo promotes them crazy.
That's what's funny. So, you know, Nintendo has these JRPGs, and I don't want to use the big sellers, but it's not like Switch is successful because of JRPGs. You understand what I'm saying? It's more like the opposite. Like the JRPGs of these type has a chance because of the big audience Switch has. But when you look at the games that Switch, you know, people on Switch buys, it's not really these JRPGs. It's good that they're still there, but the thing is, people are trying to use, oh look, Nintendo has all these JRPGs because they support them. Like, no, is that because the Switch has such a huge audience, JRPGs are finding success within this group. But don't confuse that with, if Sony doesn't do what Nintendo does, oh, gamers are going to be gone. Like, no. Like, wow, a couple of 100,000? Like, like, no. You know what I'm saying? Because, like it or not, if you definitely like JRPGs, you're going to get a PlayStation. Because you're going to go for the big guns, too. You want that Final Fantasy Rebirth. You're going to play that. You can't say, oh, I'm into JRPGs, but then claim, oh, I'm not getting a PlayStation. Then how are you going to play Final Fantasy 16? Unless you get PC, right, or wait on PC, whatever. But Final Fantasy 16, you know, Final Fantasy Rebirth, and Crisis Core. And while Crisis Core is a multi-plat, but if you have a PS5, then you don't have to worry about any other platform. You got it all. You see what I'm saying? To include the big multi-plats, that's always comes out on PlayStation. Like this is crazy, right? But again, I don't disagree with just a simple statement that I would love to see Sony produce first-party JRPGs. I personally would love to see if they could, the magic that they bring with their Western studios, I would love to see the Eastern version of that, if that makes sense. I would love to see like two sides of the same coin. You got the Naughty Dogs, Insomniacs, the Guerrillas, Sucker Punch, Sony Ben, and then on the East, this studio, this studio, this studio, this studio, and it's just like, holy shit, all around the world, whatchamacallit, or for you, you know, flat earthers, all around the surface, you know, just great, you know, studios on Sony's first party. You know what I mean? I would just, I would love that. I would love that. I would absolutely love that.
One thing I hate with people's arguments as well is like with the whole JRPG thing. There's like they always bring up Persona, like Persona 5.
But that's old. Like, you know, the franchise has been around since the PS1.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not a new franchise.
The Persona franchise hasn't changed, like how the style of how the game is played.
Yeah.
The game is the same formula as Part 3.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like
it's just
the same formula has been the same. It's just now it's more
the
stylistic
game, the game share. Yeah, people are just talking about it more. People see game shares. It just grew in popularity, right? And that's I think one of the, let me see what I was talking about from that game. Hold up. Let me read.
The majority of Atlas games, they all play the same. They haven't really evolved in gameplay or or mechanics or anything like that. It's just
right here,
different time period or setting or style.
So it says right here, in the video announcing the double Kickstarter with you and Machida-san, you all suggest that JRPGs are not as popular as they once were. Why do you think that is? And Kaneko, this is the reply from Kaneko. Of course, there are still very popular JRPGs like Persona 5, but with Persona 5, that's the 5th installment. If it's part of a series that already has a first game, it's alright, but when it comes to making a new JRPG, Japanese publishers, plural, just won't take the risk. In my case, I went to Sony over and over again, but nothing came of it. It's not so much that JRPGs aren't popular, it's that publishers won't let us make them. You understand what I'm saying? So the idea is, fundamentally, whatchamacallit, the big, you can't use the popular games to as an argument for new JRPGs. When so far, even when he's admitting it's the known JRPGs or JRPGs that's already have an installment that are increasing in popularity. And that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing games that's been out for a while and now everybody's talking about it. I'm like, yo, this game's been like what the fuck? Like you guys just noticed this now? Like Tales. Tales was like the biggest shocker for me. Like that is the first time I seen Tales of Rise like on MPD. I was like, oh shit, this shit is top 10 on MPD? And Tales has been around for a grip.
Yeah, they're pretty niche.
Yeah.
As far as like, but
I'm happy for it though.
The only thing like Tales, they will actually update the combat and whatnot, but the actual style of the game it still remains the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's still going to have your whole bunch of dialogue and your skits and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a newer audience coming to these games, and yeah, I think word of mouth is definitely much stronger now because of social media.
Yeah,
the newer JRPGs, yeah, that would take some time.
Okay. Yeah.
They're
gonna have to go through the ropes because think about it, look how long Persona was niche. Persona was niche for a long time. Like it had to earn its stripes. Now that it's finally get here, people are like, oh look, Persona 5 is great, so you can make any new RPG. No. Rewind that shit back. How long has Persona out and how long has it had a grind? I remember a time where Persona selling 600,000 was like phenomenal. Like, oh shit, this game is fantastic. Got 600,000 sales.
Like NIS numbers.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It took, and remember Nocturne, right? Watch that be the next thing, right? Eventually, but anyway, man, that's a good talk right here. But like I said, it's not like I'm against Sony investing in JRPGs. But
I want to see more.
But don't confuse. Yeah, got to make better arguments. They're bad faith arguments. Anyway, hey man, let me say welcome, my friends, my family, my fellow gamers. It's your boy, your only friend these YouTube streets. Your boy, PorterRock77. Shout out to the chat. We got 49 likes, but 100 and almost 60 people. Come on, man, hit that like button. Well, I'm about to drop these Metamucil ads. You're going to see these Geritol ads. But shout out to everybody up in here. .com's up in here. Carol Anchor, what's up? Who else? Sergeant. You know what I'm saying? 12 is up in here. Kratos, Danny Stab is up in here. What's there? Spider Silver, Liquidator. What's good, my brother? Channel member. The Brain channel member. You know what I'm saying? And my mods is up in here. Who else? We got Leech. Briar Rios is up in here. Cult Classic Cage. You know, I see my girl doing her thing. She all up in the podcast. You know, she's getting out there. Check out her channel. She growing. She's going to be the next big thing. Gaming Night is up in here. Let's see. We got Captain Ply up in here. Thank you so much for rocking out. Scrolling through. NG the Atheist. You know, what's up? Thank you for rocking through. Lay, what's up? What's going on? Spider-Man. Oh, shit. We got Spidey up in the house. Steady Flow was good. What's up, my brother? The Truth. What up? Who else we got up in here? Brian East. We got. Oh, here we go. There's always one Xbox up in here. Aussie Gamer. The show is shit. Yo, what is it with Xbox Aussie gamers? They're like, wow. They're like down under and shit. Like, yo, them dudes is like, whoa.
The Aussie Xbox dudes.
Yo,
those are the extreme.
Those guys are brutal. They're like the MAGA crowd, bro. You guys are like the Tea Party version of Xbox. Like, well, anyway, welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoyed the show. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact, though.
You know, they're like the Tea Party of Xbox, bro. Extreme, like these Aussie Xbox dudes. All of them, bro. All of them. I'm like, yo.
I think all of them have an Xbox tattoo.
I'm like, yo, the Aussie Xbox dudes are wow, bro. They're the MAGA crowd, bro. What else we got? Sam Walton, what's going on, my brother? Shout out to everybody. What else we got? Arc War Angel, what's up? Planetary Federation of Unions, what's good? Welcome back. And we going through. Seattle Chef cooking up some stuff in the chat. Captain Ply, what's up? David Adams. Can we trust a guy with 2 first names?
Absolutely.
Is there the statistic that you guys are serial killers? Because you out there killing them bots up in here. Oh, he said Frost, Subway is hiring. Oh shit, we always start. Bend those strings, or we're gonna talk about that though. We're gonna talk about Dead Man. We're gonna talk about Dead Man Walking. Kaladen Sama, what's up? Hey, shout out Usage is up in here too. Just the guys up in here. Juan Sosa Gaming. That sounds
don't worry, UPS is hiring.
My man Juan Sosa Gaming is up in here. Yo, that sounds Dominican as hell.
Yo, Juan,
my Juan's out here repping. My man, yo, that's as he's be like, yo, my man, that's like let me find out he's gonna be the first Dominican gaming podcast. Juan, mira, soy Juan Sosa. Mira, soy Juan Sosa Gaming, okay? Oye, mira, eso es Xbox, mierda. Cloak Onyx, yo, stage, what's up? Ruham, of course, my brother's up here. Yo, I'm excited. Sam Porter Bridges, everybody else. Yo, thank you so much for rocking out. To the channel members, thank you for supporting the channel. But let me talk to the panel. Of course, I got Jay Barry up and said his thing. But also showing up is the Messiah, the voice of Xbox, the man who finally figured out what 52 CUs are, because he's about to get the 4000 series GPU, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
That's where the CUs are at.
I saw that. I was looking at that count. My goodness gracious, got a whole bunch of them.
How do you fit all those CUs?
I won't be fitting them nowhere. Yeah. looking at that price.
Listen, the only thing I'm hoping for is that because they released these new cards, a PC Master Race is all about the high-end cards, and that drops the price of the 3000 series. And I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be like,
yeah, that's already happened.
Yeah, so
GPUs have already come down.
Yeah, so come November, Cyber Monday, scoot. That's my projected time frame to catch my PC. I'm gonna be about that PC life, and then I'm gonna talk trash on consoles. Because I'm gonna be like Jay Barry.
I'm giving you the full warning.
Oh, yeah. How's your play? You don't talk about that. How's your PC? You PC Master Race now.
The thing is, you can't. When it comes to the PC Master Race, you can't talk about your PC and your specs, because for some strange reason, like PC gamers, they hate the high end specs, bro. They always tell you don't need it.
Well, that's because most of them were playing at 1080p.
Yo,
the vast majority of them play at 1080p.
Yo,
with ultra graphic settings, but it's 1080p.
Yo, we can't win for nothing, bro. So Jay Barry, are you telling me if I get a PC? Right, let's say a 3080. That's what I'm looking at. Mm-hmm. And I could play these games on 4K, above 60 frames, ray tracing. I'm going to get shamed?
Yes.
For playing at these performances. When they're telling me, yo, PC has the best performances or better performance. So then when I actually go for it, we're still the bad guy.
Yo, yeah. I put up that I'm getting a PC, or I got a PC, and these dudes was like, yo, you didn't need that. Yo, why did you
saw
get
that?
Listen,
yeah.
I was like, yo, bro, what is going on here?
Like, yo, PC Nation's been telling you, yo, Barry, your PS5 is trash. You could have played this native 4K 60 with full ray tracing. Then when you finally do it, you ain't need that, Barry. You could have played that at 1080p.
Like, that's what most of them were playing.
Like, what the fuck?
They don't tell people that.
You know, it's like
they don't tell people that they play at 1080p. Now they play at 190 frames, and they have VRR and all these cool, cute words. But they are playing at 1080p.
Yo,
that is where the vast majority of them are.
Yo, so there's the Nvidia tweet, right? Releasing their GPUs. So I'm reading the threads, right? I'm reading the comments, and some of the comments are funny as fuck because there are people replying, this 4000 series is a ripoff. I'm gonna stick with my 1080 Ti. I'm like, bitch, you don't even have a 2000 series? So you were gonna jump from 1080 Ti straight to 4000 and bypass the, like, at least have a 2080? Like how you gonna act like you were gonna get a 4000 series when you're still rocking the 1080 Ti? You didn't even make the jump to to a 2060. At least do that. Like, what are you talking about? You are not gonna get no 4000 series. You are not gonna jump from 1080 Ti. Can you even do that? You would probably have to build a whole new PC at that point.
Yeah, they
and I'm not lying. They literally said that in the comment section. I'm like, yo, I'm not PC Master Race. Hell, I'm not. Yo, I wouldn't even. I would call myself PC Novice Race. Like, I'm like novice, like new entry. You know, I'm in the AAA league. I'm not even in the majors. I'm still in the farming system.
They got upset with me when I said, yo, I'm buying a 4080, a 4090.
Oh, you should troll them and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know? But I'm like, yo, I'm in like the AAAs. But even I know if you rocking the 1080 Ti right now, you probably don't have to set up the power supply to take advantage of a 4090 or 4000 series.
That's you're gonna have big. You gotta upgrade everything.
You probably don't even have the motherboard. You're gonna have to upgrade everything. So what you talking about, Willis? Like, what? Like, these dudes is bugging. I'm like, these motherfuckers still playing on a 1080 Ti?
If you're playing in the 10 series and you're trying to upgrade to the 40 series, yeah, you're pretty much upgrading all your parts.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You're not gonna be...
So you know me, I'm screenshotting. I'll be like, just in case, if I ever see your bitch ass talking shit on PS5, I'm gonna be like, shut your ass up. You still playing on a 1080 Ti. Here's the screenshot. Got receipts on all you super powerful PC motherfuckers. I got receipts. All of y'all bragging about, I still playing on a 1080 Ti. What? Can you even run Crysis on that sucker? Nah, I'm joking. I'm playing, bro. But yo, it's crazy, bro. But anyway, hey, thanks for rocking out, man. Thank you, Craig, for showing up. But yeah, I'm just hoping for these prices drop come November. You know, I'm actually have to get two things. I need a new laptop for work and school and all that stuff. Travel, because this one's on his last leg. This one's hurting. And then I also need a desktop. So I'm gonna do my thing, you know what I'm saying? But boy, Cyber Monday is gonna be sweet. But anyway, thank you, gentlemen, for showing up. Let's talk about the first topic. Alright? And as we get to the first topic, can y'all please hit the like button? Thank you very much. Just hit he said, well, do it again. No, I'm just playing. I'm playing. Do it again. But I appreciate it, all right? Cloak Onyx. When you're going to play PC Building Simulator. Yeah, I'm going to do a stream on that one. Oh, shit. Or IT Support Simulator. But anyway, hit the like button, people. We're going to talk about COD Beta. And my boy Jay Barry, the COD Kang, is gonna vent. So what we're gonna do?
I don't know if I'm COD King, man. I've seen people that haven't played COD since 2009 tell me how to play COD and what I should be. I don't know what's going on.
Oh shit! Yo, I'm just saying they probably put in thousands of hours watching it on YouTube. So I'm just saying that counts. So give us your assessment. COD Beta. Let's start with the positives. We always got to start on a positive note. There's got to be something good to say about it.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of good things to say about it as far as like the looks, the visuals.
Okay.
I think the game is beautiful. I think they're going for more of like immersion rather than just more like gameplay and mechanics and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, overall, I think the game does have a good baseline.
Okay.
The guns feel good to shoot outside of the muzzle flash and all that stuff. The game looks amazing. The maps, I think the maps are all right too. It's just the reason why the maps can be kind of wonky is due to the spawns and the footsteps and all that stuff. But I think the maps overall is a big departure from 2019.
Okay.
And they're established much better than 2019. I like the smaller, more close up maps, to be honest with you.
Okay.
But that's all I can really say for the goods, man.
It sounds like I forced you. Like, all right, Puerto Rock, if I gotta say something.
That's all I got, bro.
Yo, that Xbox stand just too much for you. You're like this. J Boy's like, oh.
I'm like Porky Pig, man. I bleed. That's all, folks. When it comes to the goods, man.
All right.
You know what I mean?
All right, J Boy. Say it from the heart now. Speak from the heart, because I know that's what you really want to do. Speak from the heart,
man. All right. So these are the cons of the game, yo. The footsteps are way too loud. You feel like the juggernaut is running through in this motherfucker. Everything that you step on, from this walking, P-Rock, from walking and aiming your gun, you can hear the footsteps where people are just turning around. Oh, you trying to sneak up on somebody? Oh, I hear you. Oh, shoot.
And that's no lie. That's not a lie, because somebody posted a video and they just put, how do you think I died? When I saw him running and then all of a sudden he went in the room, he got shot. I'm like, okay. Then they show, the replay cam, the kill cam. Yo, them footsteps is loud. You can hear that shit a mile away, bro. People are coming at you. And you can tell, and I could imagine if they have spatial, like the way Craig says it, it's spatial. If you have spatial audio and they use it, you probably know the direction they're coming through. So you just gotta stand there and wait. As soon as they pop, boop, boop, and the time to kill is ridiculous. I was like, yo, that is super fast. There is no way you can react. There's no way.
If you have the H9s, if you have the new end zone H9s,
yeah,
you can pretty much hear people's footsteps when they spawning in. Because spawns are so bad in this game where they spawn you in the back of the map, so you have to run in. You know what I mean? Just to get to an objective or get to your teammates.
Yeah.
But if you don't run in, they're gonna spawn the enemy team probably behind you or next to you or somehow. It's weird how it spawns. But yeah, I don't really mind the whole time to kill, because I know if Infinity Ward, they have a quicker time to kill than the other games outside of Vanguard. But I do like my time to kill a little bit longer. You know what I mean? But I don't mind the whole time.
Just enough. Like if you get surprised, you might have a chance to win the gun battle instead of instead of auto loss. Like if you get surprised and it's an auto loss, no matter what, then it's like, all right, why even bother? Because what that does is that kind of creates camping.
Yeah. And the thing is, the developers said themselves that the reason why they go for the quick time to kill is because it gives newer players more of a chance to get a kill. Like, if somebody panics, it happens a bunch of times, like where you're about to sneak up on somebody or you're shooting somebody and they just panic shoot you and they end up killing you, because it's just, regardless, time to kill is as fast in the game. But yeah, also I think a longer time to kill, it promotes more gun skill. There's not really any skill with a quicker time to kill other than, I'm ADS and much faster than you, or my aim is higher. When you have a higher time to kill, everybody is running down with their ADSing, so everybody's just running already pre-aimed and all that stuff because they want to get that kill or they want to get that jump much faster.
Is this one kill based or score based?
Oh, it's kill based with the kill streaks.
Oh, so motherfuckers are gonna camp.
Yep. Hey, another thing I hate, the mini map is dumb. Once again, after all the feedback from 2019, where we wanted a traditional mini map, Infinity Ward came out and said again that we don't give a fuck what you think, the community. This is our mini map. Red dots are not going to ping because they feel, this is what they said here. This is their statement about the whole mini map. Currently, Modern Warfare 2 beta, we only show enemy player dots when the UAV is active. The design reason for this is that we don't want to punish players for firing their weapons. We also want players to actively search through the origin of a gunshot versus just traveling directly to where the dot on the mini-map, where the mini-map is. We continue to gather feedback on how the game is playing in regards to the top. No, you're not gathering feedback, because you went back from how you originally started in 2019. You got the feedback as far as the community telling you, we want a traditional mini-map. You went to the traditional mini-map. Now you went back and put the old mini-map, how you had it in 2019 beta, into this joint, because you want to protect these newer players. It's dumb, man, because why have a mini-map there if you don't have any red dots being popped up on a mini-map? That's just a traditional COD thing since Call of Duty started with the whole multiplayer Modern Warfare.
Yeah, that's always been a thing.
Yeah, it's dumb as hell, man. It's dumb. And then they have this new perk system where you get to select 4 perks, right? Two of the basic perks you start at the match, and then the other 2 you got to build up to it. So it's the most idiotic thing because you can't have a counter to like the simple stuff like a UAV. UAV takes 4 kills, but you don't get Ghost until the final perk. Or Ghost is the final perk, and that takes up to like half of the match before you get that.
And that counters UAV, yeah.
UAVs. So UAVs are the super strong because you're going to see a whole bunch of enemies camping. They're going to be camping, hiding in these nooks and crannies because the visibility in the game is just bad as hell. Where enemies don't pop up, the names don't pop up for enemies. They just see like a shadow. You just see a figure in the shadow. You know what I mean? So you're going to see a whole bunch of UAVs, and there's no way to counter it. There's no way to counter tracking. Everybody in this beta, they're using tracking because nothing can counter tracking. Even if you activate dead silence to make your footsteps quieter, you're still being tracked on the floor. It's the most, it's idiotic. It was what's going on in these last couple of Call of Duty games. So yeah, the perk system is bad in my opinion. No ninja perk. Dead silence is a field upgrade, so you gotta wait until the cooldown is down or the cooldown built up for you to activate some type of silence in the game, so you can actually flank. But if you do flank, you have these call outs that these characters do every single time. Enemy right in front of me, reloading my gun, calling the UAV. Yo, they're screaming. Everybody is just screaming in this game, bruh. And yo, you see the sounds is so loud. You see everybody, like there's one time I was reloading my gun. I was in enemy spawn, boom, killed like about 5 of them. And I was like, all right, let me chill right here and reload this gun. Dudes was oblivious to where I'm at. But while I'm reloading, you hear my character, I'm reloading, and you hear and then I see the dude in the kill cam just turn around. So, oh, you're here, boom, dead. It's the most idiotic thing in the world, yo. Like nobody wants this bullshit in this Call of Duty game, man. Enemy health regen takes way too long in the game. You have this high ass time to kill, but the health regen in the game is crazy. It is crazy. The slide mechanic is dumb. It feels off. It feels clunky. The whole ledge mechanic feels clunky. The UI in the game, whole bunch of layers just to even add your friend in the game. Like you just took steps back in the whole game. They have the daily challenges on top of the lobby members, so you can't even see who is in the lobby because the daily challenges is covering the lobby members. It's the dumbest shit in the world. I'm like, yo, how did you go from this game right here? You had Modern Warfare 2019 to listen to feedback and then to improve. But with this game, it seems like you went back. And then Infinity Ward had the audacity. Matter of fact, let me correct myself. They had the audacity to tell people they want to bring the fun back to Call of Duty and cater to all playstyles. Meanwhile, you are just punishing the run and gun rush playstyle. It is the most ridiculous thing in the world, man. Listen to this thing right here. Dead silence is a hot topic, as many players have expressed that they would like to see it as a perk instead of a field upgrade. We believe it's important to the game health that rushers are not able to move at high speed without consequences. Dead silence is a field upgrade, creates a balance between freedom of movement and predictability of combat. No, it doesn't. Dead silence not being a perk makes a lot of things. The way how people play the game is just campy. High time to kill, loud ass footsteps. No dead silence makes it campy. When people have dead silence activated, that's when they feel the moment that they should move in the game, because they don't want to get shot down by somebody in the window or in the corner, because everybody can hear you from a mile away in the game. It doesn't build any or balance anything between freedom of movement and predictability, because the freedom of movement is so limited before you get the whole damn perk or the whole field grade upgrade. They're lying to fans. They're lying to fans, and it's a goddamn shame, bro. And the fact how stubborn, you know what I mean? How arrogant, how ignorant they are when it comes to this game. it got me. I'm like, yo, I'm about to cancel this pre-order. I'm about to cancel this shit.
Persona canceled it. Persona, he said, I'm done.
Yeah, Persona canceled it. He canceled it during the weekend. He was done with it.
He like,
right. Yo, I was in such a long call. I think a lot of people canceled their pre-order on PlayStation because the call volume, I had to wait over 40 minutes, and I couldn't wait over 40 minutes. I was like, yo, I gotta go. So I had to end it right there because I had the whole chat thing up, and I was on the phone waiting for, what you call it, for PlayStation, but I couldn't wait for 40 minutes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shout out to Downward Incline. Welcome. I think it's the first time. I don't know if it's you coming through for the first time, but with a super chat, he asks, do you think they are phoning it in because they about to be bought?
No.
Phoning?
No.
No, the thing is, a lot of people kept coming at me. He's trying to say phony or
phony.
Or,
okay, baby. Okay.
Or capping, pretty much, right? A lot of people are saying that with me when it comes to that. Yeah, there's times where I'm joking around with Xbox. I do believe that Xbox have their imprint on this game, the way how this game is being developed. To be honest with you, but in reality, I haven't been really enjoying Call of Duty for like 3 years. Like Black Ops Cold War, I deal with that game because out of the last 3 Call of Duties, in my opinion, that's the better of the last 3. But yeah, Modern Warfare 2019, Cold War, Vanguard, I haven't been enjoying those games, and I've been very vocal about that. I don't know, just new in the community.
You've been saying that for a while.
I've been very, very vocal about those games. Like, yo, I don't really like these games. The reason why you see me playing Cold War like that is because, like I said, out of the 3, I feel like those games are. That game is the most enjoyable out of them. And I'm a person that I love Call of Duty. I love playing Call of Duty. But yo, at the end of the day, if a Call of Duty game is bad, I'm gonna let you know. Ghost, I thought was bad. There was no Xbox being bought around then, you know what I mean, with Activision. Infinite Warfare, I thought that game was horrible. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Advanced Warfare, I thought that game was semi. It wasn't horrible, but it was not a good Call of Duty game.
I'll be honest.
People ignore all that stuff.
So, like, if you look at you could check my, for everybody, watching, if you look at my profile, going back to the first Modern Warfare in 2007, you will see every year I will play Call of Duty. Hell, Call of Duty was like my first platinum. But at a certain point, you'll notice I started playing it. I'll be honest, the last Call of Duty I really, 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 really enjoyed was Blobs 2. After that,
Blobs 2, Cody.
Yeah. But after that, you probably noticed, I was like, man, this is... I just started losing my taste. I was hoping, because, before the beta, Strictly, Persona, everybody was like, yo, we're gonna run this up. This looks great. And I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe Modern Warfare 2 might bring me back. But now y'all motherfuckers, bro. Yo, Strictly is not feeling it. Dimes is not feeling it. You not feeling Persona. Yo, I'm looking around. A lot of people like, yo, like, I never seen such a negative feedback to a game in a long time. I'm like, oh man. It's like,
I had high hopes.
I don't know if I
was like, yo,
I'm
gonna give Infinity Ward another chance, because typically I feel like Infinity Ward can't make a good Call of Duty game. I think they lost that muster as far as when it comes to Call of Duty. Like, they don't know what they're doing. They want to cater to newer crowds so much, you know what I mean, to make the newer crowd feel good, that you're losing all of the hardcore fan base of the game. In my opinion, it's just you're not making good games.
Damn. Shout out to the LWeb 100 super chat. Yeah, Activision got lucky with Modern Warfare 2019. They won't be able to replicate that again, in my opinion. They call lightning in a bottle. I don't know, man. You think they're gonna do any changes? You think they're gonna be responsive?
No, they're not changing. Yo, bro, they just came out with a blog today saying that, yo, this is our vision. This is what we're gonna do. The whole mini map, everything that I just read about is people complaining in the whole beta. They said no, they're not changing it because they told me this is balanced.
It's not me. It's you.
Pretty much.
It's not...
Perfectly balanced.
Oh, it's all things. My bad. Oh, they sounded like Thanos. Perfectly balanced. You got like a whole beta community pissed off. Perfectly balanced. as all
Yeah,
things.
the thing is why people so mad is that you had 2019, and in 2019 people was telling you these things that they didn't like about that game, but you came in this game and was like, nope, we're still gonna stick to our guns and put out the shit that you guys didn't like in the game.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, we know Craig is not into multi. He don't want to call in the B2. You know what I'm saying?
No, I did a stream. I did a 5-minute stream yesterday where I called in the B2.
You played Call of Duty?
Yeah, I played Modern Warfare, the one that came out a few years ago.
Shut up.
Yeah, I streamed it yesterday.
You were telling me as a grown man, you running around on the internet with other grown men calling B2s.
No, I didn't play it online.
Yeah, remember when Craig said that? He was like, online?
Yeah, no, I didn't go online with it. Yeah, that's like I said, I still stand by what I said. But yeah, the first mission, you call in the B2 and they blow up a planet. So I'm like, all right, I can do that. But yeah, I'm not going to go online and stand behind a bush and like, I'm going to stand here and you shoot that guy and I'm going to get one-man army. That ain't me. That's not who
I'm gonna create a fake narrative. I'm gonna say that you were. Yeah, I'm gonna spread some fake news. Craig out here calling B2 bombers with other grown ass men on the internet.
Everybody knows that's not true.
All right. Hey, it doesn't matter. Someone will believe me.
You're correct.
You know, all I need is one person to believe me, and then that's it. It is facts.
That is true.
It is facts.
You're not wrong about that. That is 100% true.
One person hits the like. It's facts now. That's all it takes. Yeah. All right, let's go to the next topic. Let's talk about my best friend Froskurinn, who's now on my best friend. You don't know who my best friend is? You know my best friend, my homie,
I don't know.
my homegirl. Sony's Dead Man Walking. If they don't get their shit together, that's the homies.
Oh, that girl said that shit because she was trying to get a PlayStation and couldn't, so she's like, it's dead to me.
But the thing is, she got the PlayStation. It's that she don't have an Xbox.
Oh, okay.
She got a PlayStation.
She can't find any games for it.
Yeah, she can't find no games for it, right? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I made a hot take talking about that there's massive layoffs. And of course,
saw that,
and you saw this, what I got on the background, fired.
So did she get fired? I thought it said I survived.
She did, but today they let her go.
Oh.
They said, apparently you didn't survive. Like, no.
I guess not.
This is Sparta.
Did they fire her outright or did they buy out her contract?
I think buy out her contract. Either way.
Oh, well, yeah. They just wanted her to go.
Yeah,
you ain't got to go home. You got to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, you just can't stay here.
Pretty much.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Shout out to Jay Thomas with the super chat. Let's be real. COD peaked in the 7th generation and has been nothing more than status quo since. I thought Infinite Warfare's campaign was okay. I'll say one thing though, Call of Duty's campaign has been great. They do a good job with the campaign.
When I'm talking about Call of Duty, I'm not
it's the
talking
multiplayer.
About the
Yeah, it's the multiplayer.
I feel like people get that mixed up when I mention these Call of Duties. I'm strictly talking about the multiplayer. I enjoy some of the Call of Duty campaigns, but I don't play Call of Duty for the campaign.
Yeah. Okay. So now here's the thing. So she's officially fired, and you have majority of the gamers, I would just say, understood why she got fired. What I don't understand is the gamers that don't understand why she got fired. Here's the thing. This is my opinion, right? When it comes to like G4TV, IGN, Game Industry Biz, Game Informer, GameSpot, I don't understand why they are trying to imitate YouTubers that kind of dive into console war or just our style of how we report news to our audience, right? If you're a professional media, right? You got G4TV, IGN, whatever. You got consistent access to things YouTubers don't. A few of the bigger YouTubers, they might have industry connections, stuff like that, so they can do a lot more with those connections. But for the most part, a lot of us don't have that, so we try to get the information that we can, and then we just give our little, flavor on it, right? A lot of it's a little bit comedic, a little bit, eccentric, diving into console war to give it that spice. We try to spice it up, whatever. But when it comes to the professional media, we don't want that for them. because they have access, they know people, they can get the real scoop nobody else can. I don't understand why these guys are doing what YouTubers do when you have so much more resources. That's not what we want. We got plenty of YouTubers that can do the console war or the, in the gutter type, reporting or podcasting or, what we do and stuff like that, right? But if you have access, like for example, if I had access to what they had, if I could go to Sony's developing studios, if I could talk to Microsoft anytime I want, if I could talk to any big star developer and have a conversation, get them on a podcast, like if I had that level of access where I can talk to anyone across the industry and get their knowledge, my channel would be completely different. It would be very serious. It would be more factual, more objective, because, you know what I'm saying, I have resources and access to things, right? I wouldn't, so I don't understand why you guys feel worried. We'll start with Craig. How do you feel about professional media trying to be successful with the shit YouTubers do when they have access to so much more to be a respectable, objective source of news and conversation?
It sounds like they tried to catch lightning in a bottle, and maybe it would have worked if they could have gotten, Munn and I can't think of the other, Morgan Webb. Maybe they could have came back, but yeah, just that format, and it looks like everything else. I haven't really watched it, but just from the clips I've seen, people putting up clips and things like that, I'm like, it looks like everything else. So even their esports coverage I heard was trash. Now I didn't watch them, but a couple people told me it's just they're not doing a very good job. So I hate that, because I do remember watching that show when the Xbox, I think the 360 launch, maybe that it was a 360 launch. I think I was watching Attack of the Show, or it was something like that. So, but it's disappointing all around, and I hate to see anybody lose their jobs. But when you make stupid decisions, business decisions like they were doing, that's exactly what you're going to get. But I certainly hope everybody over there can land on their feet, because there's script writers, there's all these other things that there's people behind the scenes doing other things behind the camera. I feel bad for those folks, But yeah, the on camera talent was sloppy.
Yeah,
so that's my opinion.
All right. So what do you think, Bari? Am I bugging out? Like, why are these professional dudes doing like, you know what I mean?
They see YouTubers. YouTubers kind of changed the spectrum of how gaming media is being presented. You know what I mean? You see a lot of these people have become influencers in YouTube that's talking about video games, while you have a lot of people in the profession writing and doing interviews, not getting as much views or not getting as many clicks. So they think that this is the way how the industry or, the games media should be behaving or acting, because they want to get the more of the clicks and the views, rather than putting out concrete or any type of information of substance. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, the whole G4 thing was a joke in my opinion, because G4 always had the jokes and all that stuff, but they were also putting out information out there that people respected. You know what I mean? Like the reviews, I think was great. This lady right here, I have no ill will toward her, but her stuff does never age well, man. Everything that she says and does, it always just like it always turns on her. The whole PlayStation, if that man walking need to get their act together, that didn't age well. This whole ISO 5, that didn't age well.
Man.
Like, that
you gotta watch your actions.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. That was insensitive as hell, because you would have thought the people that you work with, you would have been like, okay, well, hopefully we can get it turned around. We get some of those people back. We'll have to work harder. Anything but what she said. So, and then somebody just emailed me, like they think she was brought in to do exactly what she did, which is kind of be a shock jock type of person. So and that's what she was doing. So that's why they paid out her contract.
So whoever tried to listen, see, console war is an art, right? And it is an art, right? Because it's kind of like trolling, right? But console war is an art, right? Console war does not work if you look like an idiot and you don't know what you're talking about. You understand what I'm saying? Like, console war is kind of like the joke that's grounded in truth, right? It's still a joke. It's still funny, but there's some truth to it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when you console war and you talk shit, there has to be some level of truth. You know what I'm saying? Without the level of truth, then you know, it's like for example, saying, if you're trying to console war and you're saying, ha, PlayStation got no games. Oh, that motherfucker, that's just stupid. You're an idiot. Get the fuck out of here. But if you say, man, PlayStation games is one and done, you play and you forget about it, you're console warring. But there is a level of truth to those statements, because we know what they're trying to say. You see what I'm saying? There's a system of truth you gotta go in. She was terrible at it. Like, she was so bad that literally on the air she said she thought, you know, the Hogwarts game was exclusive to Xbox, even though a few weeks before that it was on State of Play. That's where it got shown. You see what I'm saying? And that's bad. When you, like, just outright don't know what's going on, you're not familiar with the gaming landscape, it's like, yo, who is this person? This person don't know what the hell they're talking about, right? Like, oh, Sony better get their shit together. Like, does she not realize Sony's about to drop Horizon Forbidden West, Gran Turismo 7? You know, they got deals with Sifu, Kina, and chances are God of War's about to come out. Like, does she not know this? Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, you can't say console war shit that doesn't make sense. There has to be some type of level of truth where you can understand, like, oh, I see the joke. Like, I see what you did there. You understand what I'm saying? You know? Shout out to my sister for another mister. She says, rest in peace, bozo. You won't be missing, all caps. You know what I'm saying? I had to hold back Luca. Luca's like, rest in peace, bozo. You know?
Well, Luca had the funniest statement on Twitter about that when she said, I survived, and Luca had put out, survive these nuts.
Luca.
Yeah, but like, why would you tweet something like that? Especially like
she doesn't like people picking on her older brother. She's very defensive. You know, when she sees people going at me, Luca's like, hold up, bitch. You know what I'm saying? She's like the baby sister that will fuck up anybody. You know what I'm saying? She says, me too, Frosk. You can't go around being a jerk and not expect it to bite you in the behind eventually. Facts. Yo, this shit is funny, bro.
I agree.
You know,
I agree 100%.
Okay. You know, I'm looking at Frost like, you can just leave. And Luca came out, there's the door, bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's Luca. Shout out to my sister from London. She's like, you know. But what I'm really shocked, even if, let's say, that was deployed, right? She's designed to be the court jester and say crazy shit. Who was there to counteract that? So that way there's a dynamic of, oh, I see what's going on. Someone's saying crazy shit and someone's bringing out, like Adam Sessler. He just allowed this nonsense to just go on. You know, like, I can understand if she was like, you know, Sony's about to get smoked. They're a dead man walking. You know what I'm saying? And Adam Sessler's like, well, hold on. Have you considered? Have you considered? They're about to release Horizon Forbidden West. They got Gran Turismo 7. They got deals with Sifu, Kina, God of War, Ragnarok. What is exactly, you know, Xbox bringing to the table for you to say that? And then she's like, oh, well, you know, then you can understand the dynamic where she's playing the ignorant fanboy. Maybe that would have worked, where she's playing the role of what we always see on Twitter, but then the one person that comes out with the facts, that way people can see it live on the air how Twitter fucking looks. That probably would have worked. But that's not what happened. Yeah. She's like, oh, Sony's a dead man walking. And all he did was, oh, yeah, the Sony fanboy's going to go after you.
You got to deal with the Sony fan base.
You're going to have to deal with. No, how about you?
He's trying to make an insult.
He tried to make it seem like it's on us to, like, bro, that's your show. She's representing you. You need to correct her. Because whether you.
Well, y'all got to remember that it's in a show like that, it's in their best interest for Microsoft and Sony to be competitive. Yeah. That way they have something to talk about. Yeah. So I mean, she literally said what she said because she was frustrated she could not get a PlayStation. So it was PlayStation's dead to me and all this kind of stuff. So, it's like that one chick that said that, PlayStation don't give me free stuff, so I don't deal with them. And then
Luca, if you want to come through, you can. More than happy. Yeah, so another super chat from Luca. Yeah, she knows. She already knows she could come in and get food from the fridge. She said, it's mostly because people don't want to see console warring from folks who claim they're better than us. Facts. The check marks have a superiority complex. Can we?
Like I said, I never watched the show. I agree.
Can we get?
I never really watched that show. I thought when they was going to bring it back, they were going to bring back G4 and some Tech TV. Do some crossover shows. I'm thinking, well, they didn't even. And maybe they were going to do that, but everything fell apart.
No, they were not going to do that. The show. Oh, they restarted it for a year, so this has been over a year. Yeah. The Vegeta, welcome to the family. New channel member, thank you so much for rocking through. You know what I'm saying? He's down because, I shut down Foreskin. That's what. Well, that's
Indiana Black.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I said
her whole name is just messed up. Like this.
Yeah, Indiana Black.
Yeah. So like, oh shit, what's going on here? But anyway, what I was saying is, so like, I watched the show, right? And like I'm just watching, and I'm like, yo, none of this makes sense. Like nothing's like clicking. Like this is literally like a bad, like no one's checking each other. It's like watching a bad podcast where everybody don't put each other in check. They just let anybody say any dumb shit and that's it. And I'm like, what is this? Like, yo, like this doesn't make sense.
And you have credible people too there, because I didn't know about the whole completionist dude.
Yeah.
But when the people told me about, this guy actually plays his games and he's really good. I started watching his channel. I was like, oh, okay. But then when I saw that clip now of him that's like, oh yeah, PlayStation dead man. What? Like, yo, you can't even like combat this lady. I'm not saying you have to go into a debate. You can easily quickly check somebody like, nah, that's kind of misinformation that you're putting out there. Just let her rock. She was all arguing. Somebody's a dead man. Like, shut your. What's going on here, yo?
They're like, it's crazy, bro. I'm like, yo, this shit's like, again, if there was like some type of comedic dynamic where you balanced it out, like some people are the ones that don't know what the hell's going on, or they just say random stuff, but then there's other stuff that be like, whoa, slow down. Hey, this is the facts. And I don't care if it's, just do it across all the platforms. Say the factual information, give proper perspective. That would have worked, right? But it wasn't like that. And I'm like, yo, this is terrible. Like, I'm not even going to waste my time. I could watch a podcast, if this is the case. Like, yo, what the hell is going on here? This is crazy.
They were addressing like fanboys and things like that more than just like, all right, let's talk about video games. They have a barbershop discussion as far as all these prominent YouTube members are in a circle or in a chair talk game. But she got upset because people were excited about PlayStation upcoming stuff. That triggered her that first video. And then the Xbox, what's coming to Xbox, people was like, damn, we don't know what the hell's coming to Xbox. And that triggered her to say all those dumbass comments.
No,
she dug a hole and she kept digging, and then it was, I'm a girl, and nobody
when she did the whole
that shit.
When she did the
nobody's going for that shit.
Don't be sexualized. But, and then 2 weeks later, she's in a yo. I'm telling you, this lady, everything she says does not age well, yo. It does not age well.
Yo, when she did that, it made it seem like, because she caught a huge backlash because she said nothing but dumb stuff, right? She's like, I'm not here to be sexualized. I'm like, when did sex?
Yeah, what the hell was that even about?
When did sex?
Bringing up Olivia Munn.
I'm like, I'm not here on the show for you to sexualize me. I'm like, when did this happen? Like, nobody's talking about what? Like, am I missing something?
I'm pretty sure no one's thinking like that.
Like, no. Yeah. Like, whoa, where did this come out of? Like who's talking about that? We talking about you saying stupid shit. Like, you say some, you said you spitted some whack shit. Like, yo, your verse is horrible. Like, bro, you need to get back to the lab. She tried to
use Adam Sessler too in her argument. Nah, like Adam Sessler, if Adam Sessler say something we disagree with, we come at Adam Sessler too, but it's a difference because Adam Sessler established. We know Adam Sessler. Yeah. He's pretty, synonymous in the community.
Yeah, that's what's shocking that he didn't put a stop to this. Like, yo.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying is that if it was something contractual where she was supposed to be doing and saying stupid stuff, maybe he could. I mean, I don't know.
I don't agree with that.
Go ahead, Luca. Go ahead, sis.
Let me tell you.
There's the door, bitch. Let him know.
I actually watched a clip from earlier, 5 years prior, where she's just says that she's an abrasive, arrogant, aggressive person whose personality is like sandpaper. Like, that's just who she is, man. Like,
well, no, if she's that's who she is, and that's who she is. All right, that's cool.
And it's like, I think that's why she left the League of Legends community. I think she got into it with some people in there as well. So, honestly speaking, I think she's a weirdo. She's weird, and she's a hypocrite, and I don't like check marks who act like they're better than us. In general, I don't like that in general. But I especially
What's a check mark?
Twitter.
The official verified people, the quote unquote verified people on social media.
So you get a check mark as
yeah. So as soon as they get that little check mark, they become like they got this little superiority complex. They're like, oh yeah, I'm official, so I'm better than you. But
these uppity bitches.
You see that? You see them console warring like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, yo, like, what are you doing, man? Like. That's the craziest thing. That's the craziest
Porter,
thing.
Just know this, Porter. Oh, Xbox gonna smoke the shit out of Sony. Get the fuck out of here.
Shit, man.
It's just it's I don't even know, man. Like, she's just I don't even know. Like, she has said so many crazy things, and it started with that sexism in gaming. And the craziest thing about that,
like, that's why.
The craziest thing about all that stuff, right, is that she talks about how she didn't want to be sexualized, or she's like,
where did that come from?
Such a clown. That had nothing to do with the whole argument.
I don't exist to be easy on the eyes for y'all or whatever, right? Yeah. But like, she has sexualized women herself. And so for me, I'm just kind of like, you don't get a pass for being a creep just because you're also a woman and you're gay. Like, you don't get a pass for that, you know? So it's just like, I don't know, man. And then when she got into it with you, and she was super aggressive. She's like, I didn't say that shit. And you're like, no, that's right. That's you right there.
No. I tried to get listen. I was cordial. I was not even. I said, was this doctored?
Like, was that not you? Like, what are you talking about? And then she went to some super aggressive, like, crazy place because you called her out, man.
She said, like, go suck Sonny dick. I'm like, woo!
I was just like,
what happened, Porter, what happened?
You ever seen that shit? Like, if I would have said, like, listen, so Luca, you see me talk shit, but to a woman, I never cursed out a woman on the app under any condition. That's just not something I'm going to do. I don't even talk like that to guys, really. Like, I really don't talk like that. You're not going to see me on Twitter be like, go out there and eat a bag of dicks. I don't, I'm not that vulgar. I'm not really that vulgar. I might call somebody an idiot or a dumbass, but I'm not really vulgar in that language. Like, I'm not really, I might say, oh, you're a dumbass, but I'm really not going to be like, fucking swallow a gallon of jizz, you filthy little bitch. Like, I'm not exactly. Like, does that not sound out of character? That sounds out of character. Like, nobody hears me talk like that. Like if anybody, I remember, what is it? This is outside the internet, but I remember, like, somebody told my wife, he's like, oh yeah, your husband cursed out this person. She's like, yeah, what'd he say? He says, yo, that bitch could die in hell with a dick between her twat. And my wife's like, nah, he didn't say that. Like, my husband will never. I don't talk like that. That's not something I say to people.
Good, man.
Let me put it this way. If you ever get me to the point where I'm that pissed off and I will say that, I will probably hit you before I say that. I will probably attack you. I would probably go physical violence before verbal. Like, if you got me that mad. Like, but verbally, I know that doesn't sound better, right? You would think it would probably be better to say eat a bag of dicks than crack my head open. But that's just, I don't talk like that. I never was the type of dude, even as a teenager, to just blurt out that level of vulgar language, right? But when she said that, I'm like, whoa. I'm like, fucking up.
She took it to some ugly place.
Fuck it, I'm gonna monetize this shit.
Just because you called her out.
Let me do a YouTube and enjoy this moment.
You know what she wanted you to do? She wanted you to react that way, she can get you canceled. Or
not gonna happen because that that would happen. Because if I would have replied, "Oh fuck you, you filthy bitch, you filthy whore," oh that's it. no, everybody would have ignored the eat a dick part.
Yeah, your whole, yep.
Fucking the patriarchy and all this shit would have been fucking on top of me. But I'm like, nah, you're not trying to there. What I'm gonna do is
some people's like, oh, you're attacking her because she's a female. Like, no, she said a lot of dumb shit. Like, it doesn't matter if she's a female or not. The statements that she make don't make any sense. The statement that she make didn't come true. Yeah, anybody in this community, male or female, you say something like that definitively. Yeah, and it doesn't lead up to what you said. Yeah. You're going to get called out. People are screenshotting, people are screen recording, and they got good memories out here.
You know what this sounds like? This sounds like the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard situation.
Oh, shit. Not that bad. Clearly, I'm Johnny Depp up in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Clearly, that's the case. You know what I'm saying? But it's great. The Vegeta. All right, we're gonna let's get to these super chats. We're gonna start with the Vegeta. He says it made it funnier that the game she praised most was Starfield and Redfall before the delay. Yo, that's why Nick should need to clap back, man. Yo, that's why
she is like a bad curse in gaming. Like whatever she say,
the crap curse.
It's not gonna.
The crap gamer curse. The crap gamer curse. Yo, that's why it was the Starfield and Red. Oh, hold up, we're about to talk about this. Liquid Data. Shout out my brother, also Gentleman. He says she said because she knows she's ugly. I mean, like the whole sexism thing, that just blew my mind. I'm like, yo, when did this become? We just talking, like, yo, we just talk games here. Like, well,
oh shit, I thought that was me. I was like,
no, he's talking about no, he's talking about
he got cut off.
Who?
He's still going. He's still talking. Well, I don't think he can hear us.
Who's still going?
Yeah.
Who's still going?
I think the chat gonna let him know.
Who, me? Oh shit.
I think it was Indiana Black.
Hello. Oh, no.
She got him.
She got him.
He probably plugged out something.
Every time I come on a show that does Discord or uses Discord, I just, I'm just here to say, hey, Discord's an ass.
Hello.
Discord sucks.
All right, y'all hear me?
Switch over to something else.
Oh shit. Damn, bro, what happened?
Discord
man.
sucks. That's what happened.
I'm not gonna go through. Anyway, she's whack. I'm gonna condense it. You know, whack.
The stream heard you, but we ain't hear nothing you said. That's you good.
Okay, I don't know, man. I'm just saying, it's just crazy, bro. This whole thing is wild, and it's just like. But Luca, let me ask you this, man. You know, my sister from another mister.
Yeah.
What is it with these professional? And I use the term professional lightly, right? But what I mean is like G4TV, IGN, you know, institutions that have access to the industry in more ways than most YouTubers, almost all of us. They have real deep connections, yet they still want to act like YouTubers. Like, why can't they be like, yo, we're going to do it in a way that other YouTubers can't, bring objective analysis, get the information, present it to the gamers. All this other bullshit, we'll let the YouTubers have it. Y'all got it. But we're gonna be the ones to actually give you the real deal because you can't get it anywhere else.
Well, I think that some of that is they see how much some YouTubers are making.
Them super chats.
Yeah, and super chats, memberships, that stuff, and they want a slice of that. I really think it's like that. But I also think it's like there's no real consequences or repercussions with their behavior. You know, you see them just acting like nut jobs online and saying the craziest things with their real names tied to their accounts, and also their work information in their account, and nothing happens. Like, they don't get fired, they don't get let go, they don't get reprimanded, they just continue saying crazy things, and it's like they're rewarded for it because the other check marks come through and defend them. So it's just like they don't hold each other accountable, and it's like they don't want to lose that access. So they're like, oh yeah, go off, so and so, you these fanboy, blah blah blah. But in the meantime, they're acting like fanboys themselves and don't want to acknowledge it. Like, I just think that they're just as bad as us, but they pretend like they're better than us. And I really don't like stuff like that. It's like when Destin was getting at Persona. It's like Destin Legary has been bought about for quite some time now, which is a surprise to me.
Buying about.
Like, I followed him when he was on oh dear, I cannot remember. He was on a Destiny show, right? And I was a fan of the show. I enjoyed listening to him, and he was playing on PC. So then he just comes out of nowhere with the suit. He's been X-botting, all right? No one, you can't pretend like he has not been acting like a bot, all right? He's been deliberately
he's
like a bot.
neutral. He just loves.
Absolutely not.
He's
man.
neutral.
He
just prefers Xbox.
Nah, I don't even think he prefers Xbox. He games on PC. Like, he's been botting about, man, and I don't know why
Xbox
he's doing
is PC.
that.
Xbox is PC.
And PC is Xbox. Yeah.
You got it. You got it, girl.
He blocked me because I called him out on his hypocrisy. He's like, I'm sick and tired of your shit.
You know, he hasn't blocked me yet. I'm like, oh shit. But I'm not disrespectful.
He packed me up. He got me the fuck up out of there. He's like, get out of here.
I'm not disrespectful though, but it's just hilarious. I don't know if I help him. I don't know if I help him trend in the console war. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. He get them hits. You know what it is. But yo, it's funny, man. It's too obvious.
That Twitter clout just gets to people's heads, man. Like, I don't listen. For me personally, if I would worked in this industry, I would be more interested in like having that access. Mm-hmm. Or if I was like a big YouTuber, I'd be more interested in having like that access compared to getting likes and retweets on Twitter, because Twitter's kind of like, I mean, listen, Twitter's great. I have a lot of fun with it. It's very funny. But like at the end of the day, it's just like, it's Twitter,
Yeah. It's like a table with green army men. It's just there to cause war and chaos.
It's just there for chaos. And it's like, I'll give you an example. That big YouTuber who had almost 200,000 subs.
Yes,
who decided to like insane to me, decided to break all those NDAs to make a trash insider account on Twitter. And for what? For followers? For clout? Like,
I heard about that, dude.
Yo, you know what? That hit home with me because I actually liked that YouTuber's channel, Danny Allen.
Yeah, Danny Allen.
I thought he was a good YouTuber. I loved his content. He always put up his gameplay, his perfect runs and all that stuff. I really enjoyed his channel, and him to throw that away just for some clout.
I
was like, come on, bro.
So if you guys don't if you're not in the know, big YouTuber Danny Allen, he had another Twitter account known as The Real Insider.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, The Real Insider.
And all the information he got as a big YouTuber, he would display it as The Real Insider, right? Which started growing the Twitter account. But ultimately, I think he slipped up, and Jason Schreier caught it, and he got exposed. So now all those inside leaks he did broke NDAs from relationships he's established, right? I don't understand why you would do that. You got 200K whatever on YouTube. That's clearly your main image. What the fuck is an insider account on Twitter gonna bring to you that your YouTube channel ain't bringing to you?
It brought him a lot of clout because
from who? Half the guys are grown men with anime pictures.
Oh, come on!
The thing is,
what the fuck?
He was generating.
What the fuck?
He was generating a lot of articles. He was his stuff was on point.
The dude had channel members of real people that subscribe to his membership channel and to his Patreon. You have real people supporting you on YouTube. Real people who subscribe to your Patreon. Real people who pay for, all that shit. And you're gonna throw that away for a bunch of anime dudes?
No,
who created their account on September 2022?
He right. You didn't see what they was. You didn't see what they was establishing. All those insider dudes.
What were they doing?
Right now, they created a website. I forgot the name of it. It's something called Insider something. The Insider page or whatnot with Tom Henderson. I think the Insider, quote unquote, Dan Allen was going to be a part of it, and the Snitch was all a part of it. They would have had a whole Insider whole website that was going to gather and all this traction to their website because they were delivering all that.
They were going to aggregate. Jay Barnes, they were going to do an aggregate information.
Still not worth it though.
But
he was Rocky was so dumb because what I had heard what happened was like, on Twitter you can have like multiple accounts linked, right? So this idiot replied from his Dan account,
they all
like
get
his real account, instead of replying from the insider account because he just slipped up. It was just an accident. He was not on the right account at the time.
Because on Twitter you can switch accounts easily.
Mm-hmm. You can switch accounts easily,
and you probably don't realize.
Here's my thing. I have alternate Twitter accounts. Okay, I
Luca,
do.
Luca out there like, I'm watching you. You could block me.
Luca got the stocks.
But I'm watching you.
Well, my other Twitter account is like for media stuff, like TV shows, movies that like you guys are just no one's interested in over here, so I just don't retweet it or whatever. But yeah. So my thing is, I have my alternate Twitter account on a different browser, so I don't accidentally screw up and tweet from my my other account or reply from my other account. You feel what I'm saying? So he should have just had, like, listen, he broke NDAs and that's bad in general. Like, he shouldn't have done that, obviously, but he should have just had his account from a different browser, because that way he would be less likely to make that mistake.
That's crazy.
So what's going to happen to him now? What's the end game?
Luca got the
he lost I guess a lot of contacts. They're probably going to sue him because he broke NDAs.
He just made an apology video like an hour ago.
He broke NDAs.
Oh, like Ezra Miller. Okay.
Yeah, it's titled "I'm Sorry."
It's well within their rights to sue him.
He's gonna get sued.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's bad.
He broke. He broke. You know, it's crazy, bro. But like, even if they're gonna do this aggregate, how are you gonna monetize that? Because you can't tell people who you are.
You can monetize the websites.
How?
It's all about traction and ad base. So that you get a lot of traction, and you I guess I forgot what the name of it's called when it comes to the website, but it's pretty much you put ads on your website. All that traction that's watching those ads, you're getting money from it, just like YouTube. It's very similar to YouTube.
Listen, it's greed. It's pure greed and arrogance. You know, greed, arrogance, and the dude's just stupid, in my opinion. Like, if I was in his position, I would never jeopardize my channel or the contacts I have for some clicks on Twitter. Like, he's insane. He was insane for that.
I agree.
All that work he put in it, because 200K in YouTube, you know, it's not easy. You know, you pretty much have to be a chick, do yoga videos if you want.
He was a good channel. You know what I mean? It wasn't like he was like a bad channel. He was
especially in gaming. That's not easy.
Gaming channel. Yeah,
that's not an easy, you know, topic to really get big in. You know, you would put in a lot of work. It's just, man, these dudes got mental issues, bro. Like that, you know, and that's just all it is. But I don't get it. You know, like I said, if I was in a position where you have industry access across the board, or you're backed by a professional company, and again, I use the term professional lightly, it's just the best way I could explain it. Like if I had IGN or G4TV, whatever, back me up, it would be totally different, because I'm going to use that to do something that you're not getting from normal YouTubers. And I think gamers want that. I think gamers want the professional media, be the professional. YouTubers, let that chaos happen there. And whatever you want to watch,
you can have a personality. You know what I mean? I don't think you all have to be this professional stiff.
No, I don't mean stiff. You just got to be objective. You can't just say, you know, Sony's gonna get smoke checked this year, and not realize God of War, Gran Turismo, Horizon Forbidden West, third-party deals is coming. Like you just can't be that stupid. Like you gotta have some type of.
But she's got an abrasive personality. She's just being herself when she says that. It's not for shits and giggles.
Yo, I really want to say something right now.
But you could be aggressive and not be an idiot. I don't think idiot.
It's not PC.
Yeah, I'm
not gonna say it.
But I'm saying I don't think being an idiot is a trait people look for. I don't care what job you have.
Like, say it. I want to hear it. I want to hear.
No, I'll save it for like an after stream thing, because I feel like a lot of people. Let me just. I generalize it. A lot of people like her. They feel like they can say anything they want because they're a certain type in a certain way.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
If you try to attack them, they're going to use that card on you. Like, oh, you attacking me because I'm
true.
This way.
Yeah, Willie D was just having a conversation about this about 3 days ago. Seriously.
Oh, that's true. You're right.
Having a conversation about it. Yeah.
Why do you think Ezra went for the, you know, went for what they went for? You know what I'm saying? With the they, them stuff. Like, I know. We get it. So.
Yeah, they're trying to flip a script. That's what they're trying to do. We got you, Jay Barry. Very well put, though. Way to dance around
at the PC.
Yeah, I got you. Well done. Well done.
So, before I move on to the next topic, I just want to offer an olive branch to Froskurinn. There's openings for panel membership. Just hit me up.
Yeah, bring her on. That would be fun.
Yo, you're crazy. That will be fun though, but will you survive it?
Oh snap! All right, let me talk about this. So GTA 6 got leaked. Yo, it got leaked. Yeah, it's even, I guess the group involved is being investigated by the FBI because they...
Oh, snap.
It's back because this is not the only thing. I guess they're responsible for breaking into, getting stuff from Microsoft, Amazon. Like, these guys are out of hand. Oh.
Yeah, Uber as well.
Uber. Yeah, that was another one. I'm like, so
Uber got hacked too?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So the FBI and the Department of Justice is investigating this group now, right? Obviously it became official with GTA 6 because obviously GTA 6 is more important than all of that stuff, obviously. But here's the topic I want to talk about is the gaming community's reaction. Like, I seen a lot of negativity behind the first impression of this leak, and people were. And I'm gonna start with Luca. How do you feel with people having this expectation that the leak should have been something to their expectation, if you know what I mean? Even though Rockstar didn't present it, this wasn't what Rockstar wanted to show people because they're still working on it. Like, because I see a lot of that. Oh, this looks trash. Oh, forget about it. What the hell is Rockstar doing? This ain't, you know what I mean? There's already a lot of negative criticism, but the game wasn't meant to be seen by everybody. Rockstar did not say, hey, this is ready for you to see, critique, reactions. Like, this is a leak. Somebody took this shit illegally, even showed, I guess, over 10,000 lines of code. That, like, this is like a thing. How do you feel about that? Do you think it's still within the realm of logically, like, yeah, it's still logical to critique, or do you think gamers are overdoing it? Like, how do you know what I mean? Am I making sense?
No, I know exactly what you mean. I think gamers are dumb. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like, I attempt to side with them in most cases, right? But then occasionally stuff like this happens where I'm just like, are y'all stupid or something? Like, they're like, it looks so bad. It looks like GTA. It looks worse than GTA 4. Oh my god, it just looks so... I'm like, bro, are you dumb? It wasn't meant to be seen. Has GTA 6 even been officially announced?
No, technically no. Like, we know. Well, like, we know, but they didn't say it. Like, we just know because we know.
We knew it was being made, but they didn't officially come out and say that they were making GTA 6. Yeah. So all the idiots who were like, oh my god, it looks so bad. Like, okay, we don't even know when they were going to officially announce this game. Like, we have no idea. Like, they could have just started a few years ago. People are like, I'm sure they've been working on it for years. I'm like, are you? Are you sure they've been working on it for years? Yeah. Are you? Or have they been working on that GTA Online? Okay, anyway, moving on from that. But I'm just saying, like, I thought it looked good. I'm glad that Lucia, however you say her name, she's got cake. Okay, one of my concerns was, like, I know this is completely off topic, but one of my concerns by them having a female protagonist, I was like, I hope they don't make her ugly, because, that's like a new trend when it comes to the gaming space. But let me move on from that. I'm just saying, I think gamers are dumb in general. I cannot believe that so many people were critiquing how the game looked with the knowledge that the game was leaked. Mm-hmm. Like, I just don't understand what's wrong with these people. It's like critical thinking skills are completely lacking when it comes to... This is like, it's such an obvious thing to me, and like everyone here.
That's the thing. Is like, it's to be obvious, right? But you're right. She does have that cake, though.
She's got the cake.
Yo, Messiah. What do you think about that cake?
It's not disappointing when you're dealing with entitled people. You had people saying, well, had they given us information, this wouldn't have happened. Like, again, entitlement. So I agree with what Lucas said. I mean, the game is not even official yet. They haven't, I felt bad for them, because to me, it was like, well, what did you all expect? Now the thing, if they're going back to Miami, which is fine, you're getting a spiritual remake of Vice City. A spiritual remake. You're not getting Vice City. It's going to be set in modern times. But those Grand Theft Auto games, Grand Theft Auto 4 with Nico Bellic, that was a spiritual remake of Grand Theft Auto 3. And then, the new one that just came out, 5, was a spiritual successor to Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. So it sounds like maybe if the leak is authentic, that this is a Vice City kiss on the cheek to Vice City, which is fine for me, because that's my favorite Grand Theft Auto. But it's, as far as the people are concerned, they're retarded. I mean, it's a sense of entitlement, and they've been milking the game. Like, the game makes like $1 million a minute or something like that. It was making an insane amount of money. So, but yeah, it's unfortunate, but that's what you got. That's what you're dealing with.
All right. What do you think, Bari? What's your opinion? You think the criticism is warranted, or gamers overreacting for no reason, and they should wait until Rockstar says, "Hey, boom, Grand Theft Auto 6, take a look."
Y'all ain't gonna like my answer.
Oh shit! Go ahead.
Let's go.
Shoot your shot. And let me. Hey, and I wanna preface this. All right. Let me remind y'all. Don't think that I'm capping for Rockstar, because y'all know. Look at the screen. I bashed the hell out of this company. Look at this shit. Look at this remastered shit.
Common sense.
I have no
issues.
Yeah, I have no issues bashing and thrashing. I mean, look what they did to my homegirl, bro. She was gangster. And now look at her. She has my hairline right now. She went from gangster to looking like a fake version of me. Like, what's going on here? That look like me. And this one, look at this shit. Look at this. Look at this. This is terrible. Like, what? Like, you know, so I have no issues bashing Rockstar. But, hey, Bari, go ahead. Go ahead. Do your thing.
First and foremost, every leak that happens is not how the company wants to present it.
Facts.
You know what I mean? But I was looking at the leaks. I was like, okay, it got leaked. And I was just looking like, all right, what's the next level thing that I'm seeing here with this game? And I didn't see it as far as whatever leaks that I watched. I watched about like 3 videos or something like that. And I was like, I don't really see no next gen leap. You know what I mean? But yet, then again, it is early. It is alpha footage. I understand that, but
Bari.
I'm not impressed. It's no different than like when The Last of Us got leaked, right? I wasn't impressed by the leaks because I didn't see The Last of Us 2 gameplay. I didn't see any type of new stuff there. Obviously, when the game came out, you know, my impressions changed from there because I got to see the game in its full entirety. But for what I'm seeing with those leaks, there's nothing about the leaks that was like, oh, this is impressive. You know what I mean? But understandably, it's not the full game. This is like certain early code or whatnot. But yeah, I'm not gonna sit down here like, oh, I understand Rockstar. I'm not saying that bullshit. I'm not impressed. That's it.
Listen, once again, it comes down to you. Like, I didn't see anything next level. I'm like, okay, well, it is like pre-alpha footage of a game that has not officially been announced, being leaked. So none of us were supposed to see this. I don't even understand how you can go into it thinking, oh, I wonder if this is going to impress me in some way. Like, why would it?
No, but you're looking for some type of like, oh, wow. Regardless if it's leaked or not, it's like you're looking for some type of, oh, wow. Okay, this is something different. It's something new. They were showcasing the same stuff you were doing, which, you know, is going to work for them. That's their formula. You know, people want the same stuff that they want from those Grand Theft Auto games. But yeah, I agree with you though, as far as like the female protagonist or the female main lead, and she was caked up. You know what I mean? I like that. You know what I mean? that they make it.
That's Bari. That's Bari's type. He like, yeah.
Yeah, she don't have no shaved head on the side with braids. You know what I mean? Like she looks like a let me shut up. Let me see. But I was pleased with that, but I wasn't impressed, man. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't impressed.
Shout out!
I know it's gonna look great when it comes out.
Shout out to John Baptiste. He says you can criticize a game when it's being shown by the developer. I think they forgot about when The Last of Us remake was leaked, but when it was shown by Naughty Dog, a lot of them look foolish. True. The good point. Bobo Country, the same guys who said Halo was fine, critique GTA 6.
Yeah, but that's the thing, yo. There's you know, with the gaming community, there's gonna be a lot of hypocrisy because I've seen people, you know, comment on leaks and early builds of games, and they was going in, and now all of a sudden now it's Gran Turismo. I mean, not Gran Turismo, it's Grand Theft Auto. They're like, oh, it's Alpha 2019 build. All right, so keep that same energy with the past shit. Like, yeah, listen, Twitter. You can't fuck up on Twitter, okay? Because you can say one thing on Twitter this week.
It's going to come back at you.
All somebody got to do is go to the search, leaks, your name, and to see all the bullshit that you had before. You know what I mean?
Oh, shit. Jenna Hayes says the main character of GTA 6 is a healthy Latina. Healthy as in thick. Let me find out they got Rosie Perez up in there, you know? But
that's right.
Yeah, that's it. You know what I'm saying? But I agree with Luca. Like, if it's a leak, I don't really pay attention to it. Of course, I like the drama, I like the shit talking, all that stuff. But I'm not gonna judge any leak game because I don't know personally at what point that leak was. At what point in the stage of the game that leak was shown at, what they were doing, what trying to accomplish. To me, looking at the leak, they were more concerned on the movement, like character interaction. I don't think they even cared about graphics. I think they were focusing on a whole bunch of other stuff, right? To me, I judge a game when the developer and the publisher is like, hey, we ready to show this. And they show it, it's all fair games because you guys decide to show it. Kind of like the first Halo Infinite 2020 reveal. Microsoft decided to show that shit. So yes, you're going to get this work because you decided to say it's ready. You understand what I'm saying? When that shit looked like it was a leak, you know? But I see so many people, and then I see people using points that don't, like they're bashing the and people are trying to talk to them like, bro, this is a leak, this is alpha. He goes, I don't give a shit. Rockstar focuses on GTA 5 Online, and that's all they care about. So I'm thrashing this. And I'm like, wait. So you thrashing a leak because you don't like the fact that they put a lot of attention to Grand Theft Auto 5 Online? Like, what? What does one have to do with the other? Like, they have no connection. Like, this is just... Like, it was just ridiculous. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Like, I don't know. And have you guys noticed? Because I seen already, not from bigger, but I'm seeing developers, they're going on Twitter saying that they're done talking on Twitter to gamers. Have you guys seen that?
As they should be.
I'm not the only one seeing that, right? Like, I think that's going to keep happening. Because gamers we attack so much on the negative that after a while, like if I was a developer, to me, I'd be like, it's just better off I keep my mouth shut and just whatever happens.
Honestly, like one of my boys, his name's Dai, right? He's a former Ubisoft dev, game developer who's getting back into the gaming scene, worked for a different company for a bit. He's coming back to it, right? He made a post about like the leak, and he's a developer. He's a game developer. Obviously, he knows the implications of code being leaked, right? Yeah. Makes a tweet about it. Tweet goes viral. It's got a bunch of brainlets in his freaking replies to calling him an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about, even though he literally makes video games. And I'm just like, Dai, you need to mute that thread and just ignore those idiots, man. You don't got to argue with those people. They're dumb. Like, why would you argue with people who are intellectually beneath you? They don't know what they're talking about, man. So it's just like if I was a developer, first of all, if I worked in this industry, I would not have a Twitter account because Twitter's a cesspool. There's nothing good here.
I will say this, if because you know the industry, gaming industry, music industry, a lot, they're so tied. If I was in the field that was very tied to Twitter, I don't think I would be on Twitter either, because nothing's gonna come out of it. Eventually, something bad's gonna happen.
You got to put your filters right.
Nah, man, screw that.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. It's called it's called delete.
Majority of the tweets that I make, I don't even see the replies, bro. Because if I'm not following you, or you can set your filters up where if they like a new account or whatnot, you don't see none of the notifications, yo.
Oh shit!
I had one dude talking about he's always ignoring me. I don't see his.
He's like, I don't even see you, son.
I don't see that shit, bro.
Yo, somebody's approaching. Jay Barry's always ignoring me. Jay Barry's like Thanos. I don't even know who you are.
I don't see, yo, if you're not following me or I'm not following you, the notification don't pop up.
You new here, you know. But that's just like I wouldn't like, and I think we're heading to that where more and more developers are just like, and it's because of what you said. The internet in general is the only place where everybody's an expert in everything. I had people argue with me about being a Marine, and they're not even Marines themselves. And I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here?
I don't know what they're talking about.
Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, wait a minute. Oh yeah, but the Marines, they are all about this and this and this. And I'm like,
Porter Rock, we know you being a Marine ain't nothing about you just calling in the B2, which we can just go on.
Like you spent 100 hours watching boot camp videos? Like, what the fuck are we doing?
No, I called in the B2, and that was me being a Marine right there.
How is this account?
Is a hell of a job, bro.
I had this account. Like, I'm not doing this, bro. Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? Like,
there's nothing productive about it, you know? And that's why, for me, like, I'm so aggressive most of the time when responding to people. because they come into my replies knowing what they're doing. They're being deliberately obtuse or they're being condescending. So I respond in kind, and they want to get mad at me for being a jerk. I'm like, you were a jerk first. Like stop acting dumb in my replies, and maybe I wouldn't be mean to you back. I don't know. You know?
Luke out here like, listen, son, don't start no shit. Won't be no shit.
Exactly.
But it's true, man. Oh my god.
They do act different when you send that energy to them.
They do. They're all like, why are you being so mean to me? I'm like, okay, but you started it though. Like, do you think I'm stupid? Like, too stupid to notice what you were doing?
But I love all platforms. Oh, here we go. Now we're Jesus. you started the bullshit, and now we're on Jesus. Here comes the bullshit. All right, so go ahead.
No, because like one of my boys, I don't know, he was like talking about like PC gaming being expensive, whatever, right? And some dude comes out of nowhere like, you can buy at least a less expensive build, right? Like that thought had never occurred to my boy, right? Like I thought it never occurred to my boy. Did you know?
Like, you know, and like if you take it up the ass for $50 a day, and then like you buy used, PC's actually pretty cheap. You know.
Exactly.
Like, what?
Exactly. So like my boy responds like, listen, reading comprehension's not your thing. Dude's like, you're a toxic asshole. Like I was like, yo, he should have been meaner to you. He should have been meaner to you because you're a sensitive bitch, man. Like, goddamn, dude deleted his tweet, by the way. But you know, that's bullying works. Bullying works, okay?
Yeah. Now you guys see why I'm so aggressive on Twitter. Because there's no way I'm going to be the nice guy. You are not going to get Clark Kent out of me. I'm going to be evil Superman after Lois Lane got killed. That's who I am. I'm that dude. I am not the savior and hope of the world. No, don't look that shit for me. Hell nah. Joker killed my wife. I'm fucking out.
You didn't have to get a 3080 Ti. You could have got a 2060. Like, no, motherfucker, that's what I want.
Exactly. And the dude was all like, don't you feel bad for going at people? No.
This is what I come for.
Are you kidding me? I don't feel bad at all. Like, you should feel bad for being dumb in my replies. Like, if you weren't dumb, I wouldn't be mean. It's like cause and effect. You know what I'm saying? So whatever.
Like that's the whole point of Twitter. Like, the fuck, you know. All right, next topic, real quick. So rumor has it Sony's about to, or potentially, and this is rumor, but I like this rumor because this rumor actually makes sense. This is probably one of the better fake rumors I heard in a while. But potentially Sony has a model that is an all digital, but you have the option to buy a disc drive and insert it, to make it, you know, so you could play, you know, physical games and have it installed. So potentially this model is what's gonna replace the current models we have, meaning the all digital and the physical are gone. It's gonna be this just one model, which at the base is all digital, but it has a slot, and that the disc drive is sold separately. Right now, the advantages of this apparently, and just conversation, people talking, they think number one, this brings Sony back to just the one school model, meaning it's just one model, one motherboard, just one design, and they'll be able to, along with improved chips, they'll be able to make more consoles. Number two, people now have the option to go physical if they felt it was a mistake, thinking all digital will be fine. You have the option to go physical, right? So you know. 3, the standard price should be around $400 and whatever the equivalent of the all digital is, you know. But ultimately, it's about, okay, all digital, try it out, but then you realize, you know what, I still wish I could do physical. Well, yeah, well, then go buy the drive separately, right? And then another thing people mention is, if the disc drive goes bad, you could just pull out the disc drive and get that repaired or that replaced, but you still have your console. You know, it's not like right now. If your disc drive goes bad, you have to send in your whole console, and now you don't have it, and then you might get the console back, or you might get something else. You know, there's all this weird shit, right? So, Craig, what do you think about that? Do you think that's a good idea? You think that's the way forward?
It's real, and
it's real.
It has 54 CUs, so it's gonna work.
What do you mean it has 54 CUs? Man, stop playing.
Yeah, it sounds like a great idea if they do it. They fabricate it. I just have to wait and see. And so that's all I'm doing. I'm just gonna wait on it.
Okay.
So wait on some more information. So.
All right, Barry. What about you?
We'll have to keep our fingers crossed. It does sound like it can be cool.
Barry, what about you?
I think this is cool because I'm looking at it more from an aesthetic standpoint. I always felt like this is the ultimate design of the PlayStation 5 is the digital version because it just looks best. That's the reason why I went with it. Yeah, I'm all digital, but I was like, there's no way I'm getting that. I'm gonna gun for that digital version because I don't want that tumor on my goddamn PlayStation. You know what I mean? So I think this is a good move for PlayStation.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
it does. Yeah, I'm all for the aesthetic standpoint. To be honest with you.
Okay. What about you, Luca?
I have a disc PS5.
That's
already,
what I'm talking about.
so.
Like, yo, we like that hump, all right?
Exactly.
We team hump.
You know, a little bit of junk in the trunk. You know, a little.
Yeah, she ain't a skinny girl.
Our PlayStation's got that hump. Got that lady hump.
It's got the cake.
Exactly. I think this is great for people who want to utilize it. Yeah.
Okay.
100%. I personally I got the disc version because that was the one that was available, and there was no way I was missing out on getting a PS5 just because it was, you know, an extra $100. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta play Demon Souls. You know what I'm saying?
I had to play Demon Souls. Like, it had to be done, so I did what I had to do. You know. But yeah, I think this is great for people who want to utilize it. Honestly speaking, I really don't use the disc tray all that much. But it's nice to have the option. Like, if I want to buy like a cheaper disc version of a game, I could. Like, I think that's how that's what I did with Persona 5. I bought like the $30 version off of Amazon, and it was like still selling for $60 in the store when I bought it. Yeah. And I tried it out because I wasn't sure if I'd like it, and I was like, oh, this is great, definitely worth the price, you know. So
yeah. So Jenna made a good point. She says, I have a disc PS5, but the only issue, people might get confused on what drive to use. I would imagine it would be specific to the PS5. Like, it would be an actual, like, I don't think they'll allow third party, so they'll probably design it in a way where this is the PS5 disc drive, and it inserts, I would imagine, to keep the aesthetic look, it inserts this way. I don't think it will be like, you know, various third party. They probably won't allow that. So I could imagine they'll go in that route, so that way you're not confused. This is the only disc drive that works with the PS5. But I thought that was pretty interesting. And I think going forward, like the next generation of consoles, they should just launch like that. Just launch an all-digital base model with the option to buy a drive if you want it. And I think that's just what makes sense. Like the split screw or whatever. I mean, even though I think PlayStation 5 did a little bit better because technically the hardware is the same, whether you got the old digital or the whatever. I'm still not a fan of how Microsoft did theirs, but I get it why they did it. They're trying to appeal to the cheaper crowd that doesn't really care about graphics, get some Game Pass. I just think that they probably made it a little bit more difficult for their own first-party studios to worry about the S, the X, and PC all at the same time. I just don't like first-party having, in my opinion, first party having all these things they have to worry about, when in reality they should be worrying about the console. That's just my opinion. I got it. Games going to PC make more money, but to me, I always felt that the strength of the console was the power of the first party behind it, and knowing that first party is going to do everything they can to provide the best experience you possibly can get from that console, because no one else is going to do it, or very few is going to try to do it. That's how I see the power of the console. You actually have an advocate that's like, yep, this is the specs, this is the hardware, we're gonna make magic out of this. You know, unlike PC, ain't nobody doing that on PC. Nobody's thinking, oh, we're gonna make sure your 3090 has the, you know what I'm saying? That's how I see it. So when I saw the Xbox Series S, I get it from a business standpoint. They try to, you know, bring in a very cheap entry into the market, and hopefully they can attract that market that, you know, be like, you know what, I'll buy my kid an Xbox Series S, sign up for Game Pass, and for Microsoft, that's a win. Or people who, because there's a $300 model, they can be like, you know what, I got a PlayStation, but you know what, for $300, you know what, I might get an Xbox. That's not bad having an Xbox and Game Pass as a side chick. So I can see Microsoft's endpoint, but me, as a hardcore gamer, I just don't like the fact that there's a first party that's not really focused on their console, and I just don't want that to spread, if you know what I mean. I don't know if I'm fucked up or thinking
I like my Series S, mostly just because I needed it, so I wouldn't have to carry my Series X to California with me. You know how heavy that thing was? And, like, because the console had just come out when I went to California, the security was like, what is this? what is his black box?
No, that's so what happens is, so they went through the X-ray and they're like, we got one. Like, oh, the one, the little girl that's 3'9". Get her right now. So I'm like, man, and they said it with a smile. Man, can you come here and go to the back while they're putting a rubber glove? Snip.
Like, yeah, no, but like literally
keep the Xbox. I don't need
it. They were like, what is this? And I was just like, oh, it's a gaming console. And they didn't believe me. No, they had to look it up.
You should have told them. You should have told them. No, see, it's that you didn't like. You got to make them believe. You're gonna be like, what is this? This is the next generation Xbox, full RDNA 2.0. 12 teraflops.
I was concerned with catching my flight.
You should
I was concerned with catching
12
my flight, man.
T-flops of pure power, backed by VRS Tier 2. They'd be like, all right, girl, just go. Go. Just go. Yeah, got it. Just keep it moving.
So, yeah, so I bought my Series S so I can just keep it at my mom's house so I don't have to carry it around. So I can have some platform whenever I go and visit her. So
you should have just told them.
That Series S is like, man, small though. Like, it's
so easy to carry. It's great, man.
Mm-hmm. You know what it was? Security was a PlayStation fan, so they were fucking with you.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that makes sense, too. 100%.
They're trying to miss your flight.
A bot.
Somebody in the back like, that's that bot Luca. Make him miss a flight.
Exactly. And they'd be right to do so.
But you know what? Like I said, the Xbox Series, I get it. I get what Microsoft's doing. They're doing a whole shebang and blang, whatever. But it is a cheap console and stuff like that. It's easily available, so they did something right. Because that's the one console I do see consistently available for people to just get up and go and grab if they really want it. So they did something right, I just think that they should at least kept the memory the same. Because originally it was advertised as it's just a weaker GPU, for graphics, but it ended up being a little bit more than that. But anyway, next topic. Let's go back to PlayStation real quick. PSVR2 and no backwards compatibility.
I love it.
We'll start with Craig then, since you volunteered. Come on down, Craig. What do you think about it?
I love it. I love the newer technology. It's time to go forward. Leaders move forward. Followers go backwards. That's what I was taught as a kid. So I love it. And I certainly am looking forward to it. Hope to get my hands on one. But I am PO and can't afford the O and the R. So yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And so yeah, who wants to go backwards? But that's me. That's me. If you're upset and butt hurt, I can appreciate your butt hurtness, if that's a real word. But yeah, I love it. I just keep it coming. Like the song says, keep it coming, love.
All right. How about you, Jay Barry? What do you think about this?
Well, yeah. So when I first saw it on Twitter, and Twitter likes to exaggerate and makes it seem like it's something, like it's much worse than it actually is. So when I reacted to it first, I was like, yeah, I think this is a horrible move. I think this is bad. Because as somebody as a PSVR1 owner, I have a lot of games that, I was looking forward to playing it on PSVR2 with a better hardware and all that stuff. But then when I listened to the blog and listened to the reason on why they did it, it's like, yeah, this is the full next gen, VR headset where the way how the VR is done is just completely new. You know what I mean? It's no longer tethered to a camera that set up your play zone, outside camera. It has the 4 in-house cameras that set up your play zone and a whole other different type of technology. The prior games doesn't set up that way. If you play VR1 and you see how VR2 is set up, you would definitely understand, like, okay, I can see why some of these games are not going to work, because the way how it's set up is just like it's a completely different thing. That being said, though, I feel like it is a little disappointing because, like I said, there's a lot of money, especially like me. I invested into VR1 with a lot of these games and stuff like that. And just to know that some of these games that I have in my back catalog or, catalog of games is not going to work on the new headset that's going to be like $500. Yeah, it's disappointing, to be honest with you. But I do understand the reasons why it's not compatible I felt like they could have, have the developers, pretty much like update some of these games to have it working like for the VR2.
Yeah, some of the games are working.
I understand it, but it is disappointing, to be honest with you.
Okay, Luca, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it sucks for people who want it back and pat, but I heard that they can patch some of those games in, so should be fine then.
Right. I heard you were puka when it comes to VR.
I was what?
Puka.
Who said that?
No, I'm playing.
Who said that? Was it all day?
Puka.
Did all day say that?
I'm not. Hey, I will not say no names. He says, the Ashen Puka when it comes to VR.
Yeah, I just don't have any interest in it.
Yeah. Oh. Well,
Yeah. And let me tell you why. Okay. So I saw there was this anime years ago called Dot Hack Sign.
I remember
about this character named Tsukasa, who got trapped in some VR, and ever since then I've been like, no ma'am, no thank you.
Man, this girl,
I'm
this
good.
girl, this girl thinks you're not gonna trap me in this suck, and I can't get my way out.
Absolutely not. So I'm good on that.
I'm sorry. I'm on PlayStation. Lucas sends a message. I'm like, oh, what she want? Help me!
Exactly that. I'm like, just not dealing with it, man.
I'm like, are you alright, Luca? Like, where you at? I'm in the goddamn fucking game Puerto Rock. Get me the fuck out of here! I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, yo, crazy, yo. We'll say, but I will say, kind of like Bari, I understand the why, but I kind of disappointed. But I'm gonna tell you why I'm disappointed. So over the last couple of months, I stopped playing VR. Once Sony confirmed they're doing VR2 and they started getting closer, I'm thinking, you know what? I disconnected all this shit because there's a lot. If you got PSVR, you guys know what I'm talking about. You know the struggle. Yeah. You got to put all this shit, align the camera, get the dildos charged up. Like, there's a lot of shit that's just like, yo, it's crazy, right? Like, but I put up with it because it was a great experience. I had fun. Even my wife had fun. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was a great, fun experience. But it's like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit. So now I put all that shit away. I have it in the archive museum. And I'm like, man, I'm just going to play all the stuff I got on the new shit. Because it's just one cable, no more setups. It's going to be great. But now that I heard about this, I'm like, oh, I got to reconnect this shit back up. Because there's still games I really want to play. But I was going to wait for... and then from what I heard that... Because I didn't buy the Pro. So I heard naturally VR is a better experience on more powerful hardware naturally, right? Because like, it was actually
it's much cleaner on the Pro.
Yeah, it's much cleaner on the Pro. Like people telling me significantly. That's why some people were saying the Pro was more for VR than actually for everything else, because like you do see a significant improvement when you play VR on the Pro. So I'm thinking, damn. So imagine the PS5. And in fact, there was one game that was updated for the PS5 to take advantage of PS5 performance. So I'm thinking, man, this is going to be great with the VR2. But now with this news, I'm like, oh, man, I got to connect all this shit. Just in case the games aren't backwards compatible, I'm going to play it. I'm going to knock it out. Because once I get the VR2, I'm like Craig. I'm also like Craig. I'm moving forward.
Yeah.
It's like the old school days. Once I got my Super NES and Genesis, Master System and NES got to go. No more blowing in cartridges. You got to go. Out. Capiche, Vamuch, go away.
Yeah,
I got the new.
Well, I just think people got to realize when you early adapt, which is fine. You early adopt in. There's going to be better improvements, and I'm sure you might be able to trade in your PSVR. I'm gonna trade mine in PSVR1 in on it. But yeah, so there's advantages, but yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff on there. And this one, there's nothing. On my head that's pulling me, like where that battery plugs into. That's a pain in the ass. And it will take you out of your experience if you're moving your head a lot, because that cord ultimately, at least for me personally, I almost trip over that cord a couple times. So but yeah, there's just a whole lot there. But I'm want to see how it's going to feel when you put everything on with your headsets on and then the VR set. Is it comfortable? How's it going to feel on my neck? There's just stuff like that. So hopefully there's a demo coming that I can go to a store, Best Buy or something like that, somewhere, and check it out. So that's what I had to do on the last
one. Be careful you don't catch eye herpes.
That too. And remember, when you're playing VR, your brain interprets what you're seeing is real. And there's, like, for me, I have to like push my foot on the floor to cause an outside stimuli so my brain resets. But if not, it will, because you'll start producing endorphins and things like that, which is part of the experience. But you don't want it, to go sensory overload, which does happen to people. Unfortunately.
Yo, I was hella upset. You know what I mean? Like I said, when I saw it on Twitter, people don't really put out the full information. And the game I automatically thought of was like Moss 2, because Moss 2, I stopped playing in VR, so I can play in VR 2. Yeah. And then when I saw that news, I was like, yo, this is gonna suck. But Persona, he was like, nah, they said that they was updating the game.
There's certain VR games, 2, they're saying, so hopefully, but all right. So last topic. I don't know how Jabari, I have I guess this is from Facebook. But your boy Sean Layden, my man, got a job at Tencent Games.
But that's LinkedIn.
Or LinkedIn. So he says, update. I am delighted to share that I have recently joined Tencent Games as a strategic advisor. In this new role, I hope to advise, assist, and support the team at Tencent as they deepen the activities and commitments within the industry to which I devoted the majority of my career. We are at an epic, defining moment in gaming and interactive entertainment. There are many possible roads ahead, but only a few are profound, broadening, inclusive, edifying, inspiring, and or sustainable. Meaning we're not doing Game Pass. I don't know. That's how I'm taking it. I don't know. Maybe it's just me and the fanboy in me. But I am thrilled to continue this journey of discovery and thank Tencent for the opportunity. So what do you guys think about that? What do you think Sean Layden is potentially cooking up? And what do you mean by him saying and or sustainable? Like, there are many possible roads ahead, but only a few are profound. Because that's what caught me out of, like, generally I would have been like, all right, he got a job, he's cool. But that part is that's the part I really want to talk about. And of course, there's a lot of speculating, yada, yada, yada. But what the fuck else we're going to do on a podcast? That's what we do all the time anyway. There are many possible roads ahead, but only a few are profound, broadening, inclusive, edifying, inspiring, and or sustainable. I'm thrilled to continue this journey of discovery and thank Tencent for opportunity. And I preface this, Sean Layden on Jabari and Persona's podcast, What's Up, PlayStation, right? Highly recommend you check it out. He did say live that day-and-date games, AAAs, is not sustainable. You just don't make money off that, blah, blah, blah. We heard it before. So I'm going to start with Jabari, because you were the one that pulled him out of the shadows after he left PlayStation and got him to talk publicly. And that's not even, I'm not even lying. They really did. People are like, how the fuck did they land an interview with him? It was incredible.
They don't have 2K subscribers.
That's it. What's up? So what do you think about that? What do you think he cooking up?
Yo, so to be honest with you, on Saturday, we confirmed that Sean Layden will be on What's Up PlayStation podcast this Saturday.
100th
episode 100.
Oh, yeah. So we talking Tencent. I'm going to be in there in the chat talking shit. Like, you traitor.
Yes, sir.
You better not give away Sony secrets.
Yes, sir. So I'm definitely going to be asking Sean why he joined the dark side.
I better not see Deity of Combat as a fucking headliner for Tencent.
This is the scary part about this. And I haven't said anything yet about this because, I was going to make a video, but I'm making a P-Rock exclusive here. This is very dangerous when it comes to PlayStation side of things.
Really?
Right? Due to the fact of, how talented Sean Layden could be when it comes to, scouring the development and all that stuff for talent. As far as getting proper studios, Insomniac was his final, acquisition deal. Mm-hmm. That's a big deal. Mm-hmm. So he has that eye to scope talent like that, or to make business moves like that. That's a big leg up for a company like Tencent that has the capital, that has the money, that can pay for all of these quote unquote studios or quote unquote talent. Mm-hmm. So when it comes to the PlayStation perspective on the PlayStation side of things, when I see something like this is very scary because this is a guy that can, he can recruit a lot of talent. That pulls your way to these.
We both thinking the same thing. I think he could find a way to buy Square Enix.
Yes.
If he wanted to, he could find a way. He could find a way to talk to Square Enix say the right words, and Tencent has plenty of money to do it.
Absolutely.
Oh shit!
no
That's why Barry's like, man, damn, Puerto Rock, why you gotta?
No question about it. Yeah, I mean, when I saw the tweet, I was like, damn, fuck, because like I said, like the things that he told us about of the studios he finally acquired, like his last things that he did for PlayStation, you know, the scouting talent and all that stuff. Yeah, that's a big deal for Tencent. That's a big loss of PlayStation. Okay. You know what I mean? Because why? I mean, he could easily have this position as a strategic advisor for PlayStation, but obviously it doesn't have it there. But we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna
I can't wait.
Me and Persona gonna definitely you know what I mean, ask him a few things.
Man, you got him twice on a podcast, and other people can't even get him once.
Yeah,
that's that magic, bro. That's that magic. But but then
shout
again, y'all were sharing champagne at PlayStation Experience, so y'all go way back.
Yeah, listen, that stuff. This is why I always would say and I tell people, PlayStation doing these shows, PlayStation having PlayStation Experience, it definitely helps because you build a proper rapport, you build relationships with people within the community and the industry. Yeah, your network. You know what I mean? And the reason why he came on is due to the fact of him remembering us, like meeting him up because we had conversations with him. You know what I mean? And we took the picture and all that. He's like, "Oh yeah, you got me. Yeah, I do remember you guys."
I don't know if that's gonna work with me. Me, I'm trying to go to Xbox. I'm trying to go to Xbox Fan Fest. We'll see how that works.
You're trying to go to where?
Xbox Fan Fest. I'm gonna see how that works out. Xbox Fan Fest. Go ahead, watch.
How these bots are.
Watch.
You know.
Watch me.
Watch what?
Watch me. Watch. Wait till E3 comes back. I'm getting tickets and I'm gonna be in the front row. Do something. And I'm gonna say, hey, it was the Iron Lords that invited me. King David bought me the ticket. What you talking about? David's gonna be like, I don't know this motherfucker. I'm gonna throw mad people on the bus and they don't realize, hey, Tim Dog got me the ticket. We like this. He sent me the tickets and
Tim Dog, that's my boy.
Yo, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna try to go in. I just want to see, you know, there's gonna be like Malice in the Palace. There's gonna be a fight break. There's gonna be oh my god. There's gonna be like, you know how many people are just gonna be staring at me like, yo, that's that motherfucker P-Rock, right? They're like, nah, he not. Oh shit.
Nah, you know these dudes scary, bro.
That's him,
Twitter
son.
fingers, man.
I'm just be like, I'm gonna be up in there. I'm gonna be like this. I'm gonna be like, hey, yo, Aaron, can I get a picture? He's gonna be like, fuck no.
Aaron gonna be on 60 frame no lag, man. I'm telling you.
Oh shit. But Luca, what do you think about this? I know maybe this is something you're not really interested in, but do you think like Tencent's ready to make some power moves? Fuck shit up in the game? I'm gonna be a Tencent fanboy.
I think that they have that kind of money to be making power moves, and Sean Layden is an excellent pickup on their end. So I'm interested to see what comes of this. And I will definitely be checking in to What's Up PlayStation
hey,
Saturday morning.
Let's be.
I'm getting my hair done.
Let's be Tencent fanboys, Luca. We can have the Tencent podcast.
Who?
Tencent fanboys. Tencent fanboys.
I just ordered a T-shirt. Ordered the T-shirt.
So. We could call it. We could call it 10 cents and $1 podcast.
Okay, I like that.
And we just talk shit about everybody. Like 10 cents the way. Make a new console. Take all your games. PlayStation, Xbox sucks ass. 10 cents the way. I know.
I mean, listen, I'm
trigger everybody.
I love the name of the. I love the name. So I'm down.
See, my little sister got my back, even the most stupid shit, and she's gonna be there with me in Xbox Fan Fest.
Exactly.
Everybody's just gonna be like, Puerto Rock, they're staring at us. I'm like, I know. Even Phil Spencer be on stage, hey, welcome. And he's gonna be like, why the fuck is this dude here? That's gonna be the first time Phil curses. He gets caught on tape. Why the beep is he here? Oh shit. I mean, Phil, can I get an autograph? All right. Hey, Craig, so what do you think about this?
Phil gonna
yeah, like I said, congrats to him and his family, and hopefully it works out. Hopefully
I'm happy for
everything
him,
that he wants.
I'm glad. I thought he was going to be retired. And I kind of.
They paying him so well. They paying him well.
Oh, he's getting buku bucks.
Yeah, he getting at least $350.
I did feel bad the way he left PlayStation because it just felt wrong. Like everybody who left PlayStation is like, hey, I'm departing, retiring. Thank you so much, Sony. Blah blah. Mm-hmm. You know, it wasn't. It was just get the fuck out. And I'm like, man, it's just. Like, it didn't feel right. And that's why there was a lot of rumors of what happened, because it wasn't, you know, it wasn't like a good farewell in the end of, you know, people are just now moving on. You know what I mean?
You got to remember that at the end of the day, corporations only care about one thing. Money. And if you're not following the bottom line, then it is what it is. But, you know, Sean's, obviously he's fine. Like, he was okay. It sucks, but I think he's doing well if he's working for Tencent, you know?
Now he's going to take it personal. He's like, Sony's going down. Now I'm playing. Oh, snap. All right. Okay. So I think that's it. That's all the topics. I want to say, Luca, thank you for stopping by. So that way we could tag team on Foreskin.
On Frosk, you know, absolutely.
You know 100%. What I'm saying? Because, you know, Luca had my back since day one.
Absolutely.
She's like, hey, bitch, you better watch your mouth.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
Survive these nuts.
That's
really truly though, Luca, I'm happy. I'm happy when you do speak out on stuff like that, because it is pleasing to see, because nobody's going to hit you with that, oh, you're picking on a female, you know, personality or person on Twitter. You know what I mean? Like, as soon as like somebody, like a guy, try to call out bullshit like that, oh, you're picking on this female, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Even though that's not the case, but seeing a female doing it with a female, very, very pleasing.
Yeah, no, like for me, just because you're a woman doesn't mean you get free reign to say dumb shit or to be like aggressive and then fall back on it. Like, oh, just leave me alone. Cause like, that's why whenever people, I've gotten into arguments before where people are like, oh, you know, I can't call you a bitch. And I'm like, no, call me a bitch, because that's what I am, or whatever. Or I've had people apologize, like, yeah, okay, sorry for calling you a bitch, or sorry for being a jerk. I'm like, you don't have to apologize. I was a jerk first. Like, I expect people to give me that same energy that I give them, essentially, right? And I don't play like the victim when it comes to that kind of stuff, especially if it's like if I start off by calling someone like a cuck or a brainlet, and they're just like, hey, yo, fuck you, bitch, you know, that kind of thing. I love it, man.
Luca throws that cuck word. Look at this fucking cuck. I'm like, I start laughing.
Look at this fucking cuck, man.
Yo, I start laughing.
So,
she goes, look at this cuck, man. Yo, I start laughing, and they, you know what's funny? Some dudes, for some reason, they get more heated at a woman cursing them out than a man. Like, if a man says it, but when a woman says it, it's like, to them it's a different level of disrespect. I'm like, what? They're supposed to be submissive? Like, you talking shit?
Because I have to know my place, and that place is beneath
you. Don't talk to a man like that. Like, what?
Exactly.
Like, what the fuck? So when I see it, oh my god, it's so funny, because you know, like, you can see the emotion from their replies. Oh my god, that shit. And spaces too. Oh, I start laughing.
It's weird too, because like, yo, do you really like communicate with females like that? Because at the end of the day, it's like, regardless if this is a girl or a dude, like, yo, some people are gonna bite back, and that's just what it is. Like, you can't just put that energy out there and think because, oh, she's a female that she won't speak to you a certain way. Like, nah, that's not how the world works.
I hear.
Plus,
go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Ladies first.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say. Plus, I do think it is right for me to like speak up and stuff like that, Bari, because the last thing I want, like, she makes other women look bad by doing shit like that. Because unfortunately, just like, you know, we as black people, people are going to automatically attribute, like, okay, this one black person does something, so now it's all of them. Or this one woman does something, now it's all of them. You know, it's like one of those things.
Just,
so
that's how it is. People,
you know, it's good. It's good to speak up.
Yeah, people want to confirm their gender or race bias by using one person as an example. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy. CB3 with the super chat. CB3 asks in the panel, do you think Sony and Tencent could team up with each other to take on Microsoft, in parentheses, with them trying to buy up the industry?
That's wishful thinking right there. Tencent ain't teaming up.
Yeah, that's probably not going to
happen. When you think about it, technically speaking, in gaming, Tencent and Sony are the two titans. Because they're the ones making the most revenue. You know,
and they're the ones that's investing in like these small investments in these companies and all that.
You know what I'm saying? So so I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think that.
But the thing is too, Sean Layden, he's against the whole consolidation of like video games and all these acquisitions that's taking away freedom. Yeah. According to him, it's taking away freedom of like how games are being created and.
Well, he might change his mind now that he works with Tencent.
I'm interested to see if his perspective changes now that he's at this corporation.
It depends how his salary is. That will let you know if his perspective change. Everything's fun and games until you sign with the new team, and they give you a nice contract. You know, then all your personal beliefs goes right out the window. You know, you gotta afford that Bugatti somehow. You know, it won't buy itself. You know, but anyway, thank you for the super chat, CB3. Anyway, we're gonna end the podcast with this. We're gonna start off with Luca. Say your outro. Thank you for stopping by, Luca. Thank you.
Oh yeah, thanks for having me as always. Always a good time with the fellers. I need to go eat. I'm very hungry right now, so
she's hangry.
I'm hangry.
You ready? You're gonna have that Chicago deep dish?
Oh no, not to. Watch your mouth, Bari. Watch your mouth, okay? But it's a little bit too late for something that heavy. I was gonna go get a banana.
Oh, banana. All right. Hey, and what's next on the upcoming podcast on Scumcast?
Oh, that's a great question. I have no idea.
She's just gonna.
My panel doesn't show up, right? Like every single week, I start my show with. I'm sure y'all are wondering where my panel is.
It's like a rotating panel. Like where's I finally seen All Day back. I thought he disappeared.
He shows up once every 2 months.
Yo, All Day, that's my guy. Yo, All Day's in a whole bunch of podcasts.
Yeah, but he's random. Like he's just like shows up one day, and then he comes up with a point. Hey, it's like you peel a banana, right? And you peel it slowly, and then it falls on the floor, and now you can't eat it. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? All day?
Did you see Maslin showed up?
What kind of? What's up?
Maslin also showed up.
Oh yeah, never seen him in a while. And I saw him last show. I'm like, Mass? I'm like, yo, I haven't seen Mass in a minute.
Yeah, and then Meta's been missing for like 3 months or something. I don't know, man. Like,
that's true.
Yo, Meta's still doing his comic book joint.
Yeah.
Why he's doing it? Why he's doing a comic?
Yeah, he does a comic book podcast.
Oh, comic book podcast.
Oh, so he's focusing on that.
I don't know what he's doing, honestly. So
okay, everybody.
I don't have any communication, constant CPT time with all these people. CPT, okay. So whatever. I mean, every week I show up. Like I don't know who's coming on today, guys. So we'll see.
I know you got Coke Classy Cage up in there. I saw that last week. I'm like, go ahead, girl.
Cassie, she's awesome.
Yeah, I was like, get her. You know, she's going with her channel. I'm happy for her. I'm like, yeah, she's doing her thing.
Yeah, she's great. I really like her.
Yeah, so I'm like, all right. And then you also got what is it? Death Metal? What's his name? Death Singer.
Oh yeah, Singer shows up pretty much every week.
Capping for Xbox because somebody got a cap for Xbox.
Because someone's got to do it, man. Like I wish All Day was there so I could have a balanced panel, but my pony boy is not there, so I got to stick with the bot.
Oh, so. All right. But thank you, Dave. Thank you for stopping through. Bari, the best lisp on YouTube.
Sir.
What's going on? Let them know. So I guess that bag is out. The 100th episode coming this Saturday. Sean Layden.
Sir, it's gonna be a big episode.
Movie.
This Saturday, man, episode 100. We made it to 100 episodes for WUPS. Ooh. And I'm pretty excited for it, man. So 100. Got a good show planned out for everyone.
Damn.
And hopefully you guys enjoyed it.
100 episodes already. Yo, time flew by, and now you got the big dog, Sean Layden, leader of Tencent. He's gonna bring down Sony. Wow,
that's a fact.
That's crazy.
He's supposed to join the force.
That's crazy.
You
were the chosen one.
Not joining.
You were the chosen one. You're supposed to bring balance. Oh shit, man. Good luck, man. Normally, because Fridays, normally I stay up late with my wife. And I'll be honest, like Saturday mornings, I wake up maybe like at 9:30, 10. That's usually late for me. That's like really late for me, right? Because I usually wake up like at 5 or 6. 5, really. But like, I'm going to wake up early for you, one way or another. I don't care if I'm still drunk, hangover. I got to watch this shit. I got to see how it plays out, man. I usually just catch it.
We're going to talk about the reasons and stuff like that why we do WUP so early. Ooh. But it's really a science to it, man. But we'll explain it on Saturday for the 100th episode.
No doubt, baby. And Craig, he's finally playing Call of Duty multiplayer. Welcome to the club. We're playing with a bunch of random men on the internet.
Yeah, playing with some randos.
How you doing? First responder, thank you so much for coming through.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, I appreciate it. And I was able to stay. I was off tomorrow. I thought I had to work. So I got to work. They were like,
so you off tomorrow?
I am off tomorrow.
So early morning podcast at some random time?
Usually I go at 9:30. I don't know. I got some info on Sony and Square. I may just let it sit.
Yeah, you're gonna be playing that Call of Duty multiplayer. Stop lying.
I might. I like that clear house mission on Modern Warfare. I thoroughly enjoyed that. So.
All right, thank you so much.
That's the one in the night vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, which they had a SAS guy look at that, and he said when they cleared the first room, they made all that noise and they knew they were coming. He said, so what's the point of having on night vision?
Craig, see, I told you. Somebody believes. Look, somebody's like, but he said multiplayer was for bitches. See, I told you. All I need is one to believe me. It's facts. It's facts. I got him. I got one. I told you. But he said, now everybody's going to say, yo, Craig's a hypocrite. He said, that's it. That's all I needed. He's going to say, he's out here playing multiplayer, but he said multiplayer's for bitches. What a hypocrite. That's it.
It is, and I'm not.
I did my job. I did what I had to do.
You did a good job.
I told you. I convinced one. All I need is one. And that's
you
all
got
I need.
him, yeah. I forgot how. Well, never mind.
That's how easy, you know. Listen, I just plant the seed and water it.
That's
and
right.
It just lets it grow. You know,
the
bullshit
right.
grows. Bullshit grows. Anyway, hey everybody. Hey, thank you so much for coming through. Thank you so much. Thank you for the new channel member, Vegeta. I appreciate it. This is your boy Porter77. Your only friend is YouTube Streets, and I will push out more hot takes because everybody has been messaging me. They've been enjoying it. So, you know, I'm going to bring it back. I'm going to keep it consistent.
Yeah, those are good.
You know, I guess everybody likes those 8-minute, 5-minute little things. I guess that's the new generation.
Absolutely, man.
Everybody,
those are good.
What is it now? Apparently, today's generation can't pay attention past 5 minutes. So you got like 5 minutes to say what you got to say.
Yeah. They have short attention
like,
spans,
holy shit.
apparently.
If you don't say shit in 5 minutes, that's it. You lost them. All right, go. So I'm going to do what I got to do. I'll bring them back. But anyway, you guys take care. Have a great night. This is your boy Porter77. We are out of here. I will see you guys next week. Peace.
Bye.
There's the door, bitch!